We are coming off a weekend of the most surprising NBA news in a long time. Did you hear?
Tell me.
Anthony Davis is hurt again.
Word?
Oh no. Oh my God. I feel like I've seen this story before.
Did you hear? A small guard that doesn't shoot well, doesn't defend well, isn't scoring well, is on the trade market.
You're
Word?
stuck in the past, buddy. What do you mean?
That being John Morant.
Okay.
Did you hear? There was potential violence via the corridors of the Staples Center because somebody had previous knowledge of the arena.
Police presence?
Police presence, apparently.
Okay.
Much to talk about today. Big, shocking, bombshell news stories that we've never seen coming, we've never seen before. Going to talk about all that. As well as you see by the title, we are going to do a draft of the best duos in the NBA right now. So we're really going to be talking about this season, what we've seen. We're going to treat it based on if the playoffs are starting today, we're going to draft which duos we'd have the most faith in to lead our team.
Okay.
I can't contain myself right now. There's so much to dive into. I might outcream myself and I might just splurge on both of you. Please, let's hurry up and roll the
All right,
intro.
well, calm down because first we're going to talk about Hawk slander too, so don't get too excited. You're not going to have a
Hawk
good day
slander?
again. Yep. We're going to get into all that.
Fuck all that. We up. You see our defensive rating lately?
Cue the intro music. Let's talk about the weekend of NBA news. We're throwing it back.
Whoa.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
He was bragging. I beat the shit out of you.
The cranium is crazy. Oh my God. Crown eaters, rejoice.
We have to begin with what is by far the most important of all these news stories. Again, like I said up top, stop me if you've heard the story before. A upset point guard in the NBA who previously played in the Staples Center used that knowledge of his previous time with the team to attack another player who was talking shit with on the court, going through the back of the arena to find him after the game. But this time it wasn't Chris Paul. Dennis Schroeder is suspended for 3 games without pay for trying to fight Luka Doncic outside the locker room last month when they played on December 28th.
Damn.
Last
3
month?
games?
Last month is the key. We've been past it. Somebody called in on the anonymous tip line and said, hey, we have to figure this out.
Yeah.
There's snitches in the NBA. We cannot stand for that.
Yeah, they took 2 weeks to investigate it, and they said, yep, he tried to touch Luka up. We cannot allow this. This happened when they played each other, obviously, like I said, on December 28th. Luka made a joke on the court when they were talking shit, just doing normal basketball stuff. He said, you should have took that money. You bet you regret it. Talking about him reportedly turning down a 4-year, $84 million contract from the Lakers. Dennis Schroeder said, I'm going to beat the shit out of you.
Yeah.
He told him on the court, he said, I'm going to whoop your ass.
One of the worst mistakes over the last 5 years for sure. Minor mistakes when it comes to players and their decisions.
That's a
I mean, it's Dennis Schroeder, so it's like,
it's
who cares?
an all-time mistake though. It's an all-time mistake for somebody of Dennis Schroeder's caliber, who's like a good player, not a great player.
Yeah.
$84 million to turn that down and then to come back and get what he got. I'm sorry. I'm fighting my agent. You're probably fired. You say that to me at any point in my life. We could be 30 years down the line.
Yeah.
You talk about me fumbling $84 million. I have to kill you.
Rub it in my face.
I have to fight you.
Yeah,
and so I respect it and I understand it.
And you know
that's
what?
crazy.
It's a class issue. It's a privilege issue. Luka, you make $60 million a year, and you're talking shit to me, the little guy trying to make a career, going off my $8 million contracts. You're going to rub it in my face that I'm not making the bread I should be making. And reportedly, you call me a bitch while doing it. We got this report from Anthony Slater, who gave some details reportedly. These are the issues Schroeder had. Schroeder told Luka he can't call him a bitch on the court and pretend everything is fine off the court. Schroeder then attempted to strike Luka, according to the NBA. DeAndre Ayton tried to drag Schroeder away from the altercation before security intervened. And Schroeder was escorted to the team bus. Luka left the arena in his car with his father.
I could just imagine the whole scene painted out. This is hilarious.
DeAndre Ayton just being like, stop, guys. Like that's very funny. Yeah, him being involved in anything, it's like he's doing the right thing. Like he probably should be breaking stuff up. But just DeAndre Ayton being the peacemaker is comical. Yeah. But yeah, man, like.
And Dennis being escorted by security, like you said, police presence, and Luka leaving with his dad is hilarious.
See, that tells me right there, this is way worse than they're actually making it seem. Luka got rocked. And he's been playing these last few games like he got rocked, bro. Noggins a little, not centered and all that. And this game just needs a whole lot of reconfiguration. I see why I understand it.
I'm glad you bring that up, because it says there, Schroeder attempted to strike Luka, according to the NBA.
Nah.
And then Dennis saw this on Instagram, and he said, attempting? With the eye emoji. Yeah. He said, nah, if I'm going to get suspended, just let it be known. I hit him. I did that shit, and I did it well.
That's amazing. You're right. You don't come for a man's pockets, especially that level of bag being fumbled. And I wonder what'll happen the next time the Lakers see the Kings. Is Luka gonna like talk the same level of shit or even like try to fuck with him?
He should.
Luka, you think Luka would?
He should.
You've been embarrassed. Everyone knows.
No, Luka is not embarrassed at all. One, there's no video of this, so it is what it is. Luka, for the rest of time, unless video gets released, can say, I mean, he tried to hit me, but he didn't do it. And then Dennis is gonna come back and say like, no, I actually hit you. He's like, yeah, bro, you're lying. Like he can say that for the rest of his life. So that doesn't matter. At the end of the day, Luka is the better player. Luka does make more money. So he's like, everything I said. I could look at everything.
I just realized
that's what I'm saying.
too.
Everything Luka said, he could look at Dennis and be like, I'm just telling the truth.
But
like,
Dennis is super down now because he's not even getting paid for these games that he's missing now. So it's like, shit, man.
If I was Luka, listen, I'll drop off a little bag and be like, listen, I heard you need this. Right? Go ahead. Mind you, fake money in the bag. I'm not giving you real money.
You might really have to die after that.
It's just for show. But that's what I'm doing.
Yeah. So I don't know who came out the winner of this
Don't
altercation.
give me $70 million. I'll be the pettiest man on the planet.
Yeah, it sounds like nobody won this altercation if it's true, and Dennis really did touch Luka. Nobody got to see it. He gets suspended. Luka gets hit. Nobody wins.
Yeah.
I love stories like this. You don't see it too often.
Straight negativity all around.
In 5 years, the story's gonna go, and Luka's gonna be like, "Yeah, he swung, but I got him with a nice uppercut." Like, listen, he didn't want these problems.
I feel that takes a little more lateral quickness than you've seen Luka possess.
Yeah, I don't think
he's not a counterpuncher.
I don't think his form of athleticism translates to weave game. Doubt it.
So he can't bob and weave not one time.
I think he can take a hit rather than bob and weave.
Okay. I don't even.
Maybe he can throw up an elbow and catch it like Floyd Mayweather, but I don't think he's bobbing and weaving.
Even the type of hits that he could potentially take, I think if you just give him one stomach punch in the abdominal, it's over. It's over.
Is there anybody in the league that he can beat in a fight then? If he,
for sure.
But this is what I'm saying. Like, if he doesn't have the ability to get out of the way of a punch, now we're talking about Luka on the offensive in a fight. Who is he beating?
Dude, there's real prey in the NBA. I don't want to do this.
I'm sorry.
But trust me, there's like real gettable
Look
players.
around. There's some skinny little point guards. I was just thinking the other day, I was looking at Anthony Black, who's playing really well. I was like, he's built exactly like Tyler Hero. Luka would eat those guys alive. They're small. He's 6'7". He's huge. He can take a hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you got it.
That's fair.
What is Rob Dillingham doing when Luka Doncic walks through those doors?
He's quick though. He's super fast.
He is very quick, actually. Yeah. He might be a mean slap boxer. He might be filthy, actually.
I know what they were doing at Kentucky.
You're right. It would be over.
Next news story to talk about. Stop me if you heard this before. Dallas Mavericks star Anthony Davis has sustained ligament damage in his left hand. Sources tell Shams Charania and Ben McMahon. Depending on second opinion and if surgery is required, Davis could miss a number of months. If you saw this play, he was defending a drive. Somebody ran forward. He reached out, got his fucking thumb clipped, and apparently he sustained ligament damage.
I'm not going to lie. This is a blessing in disguise for me personally. Because there was a real chance, a real world, real reality where this guy would have been an Atlanta Hawk.
I don't think there's a real chance. There was a near certainty. It was almost seemingly written in the stars that he was going to be a Hawk.
Yeah, man. And what's the funniest thing about this whole report coming out is that the next day or 2 days later coming out from this, he was in a whole sling, and everyone was like, "Yo, I thought you broke your hand. Why are you in a sling?" And obviously, like it makes sense. You want to elevate your hand to reduce any like possible risk of injury or further injury. But still, it's absolutely hilarious because it's like, bro, like what else happened? Like you doing too much at this point.
Here he is at the Dallas Mavericks shoot around, arm up.
Come on, man. The jokes is right themselves continuously.
Yeah, I mean, he still could be traded for it. I guess it depends on what's going to happen with this. If it needs surgery, maybe he misses a month and it's not actually as big of a deal as it seems. But it's insane that they were probably seemingly heading towards flipping him, getting out of this experience, and of course he gets hurt again. And he's so much more injury prone now since he became a Maverick than even when he wasn't a Lakers. The Lakers got out at the perfect time, man. This is crazy. Every single time he touches the court, it's something small. The jokes that were made before because of him getting hurt a lot and were mostly meaningful, real ways, dealing with like a lot of physical play styles that led to injuries over time. But people talked about it like, oh, you get step on the court, he's going to take one step wrong, and all of a sudden his ear hurts. That stuff is really happening now.
It's starting to catch up, and also like there's the fact that like he was having injury concerns for a majority of his career, and anytime that he would fall, it looked like it was some type of season-ending, career-ending injury, and then he's like, "Oh no, never mind, I'm fine." Yeah. And so the initial response to a lot of his injuries made people look at him and be like, "Oh yeah, he really like can't, like he's not tough like that. He can't
Yeah, he gave
anything."
soft vibes, but he led the league in going back to the locker room and coming back in the game. So like people had the emotional, "Oh my god, again!" Then he comes back and gives you 30. Now he's staying in the locker room. Now he's not giving you 30 as much. His body's giving up on him, and it's quite unfortunate.
Yeah, and I think for the Mavs, like I have so overall, it's no sympathy because like you traded Luka to get AD,
but that guy's gone. We can have sympathy now.
Yeah, okay, fine. But that's one of those situations where if you're gonna squint and you want to say, yeah, like Luka's Achilles is about to erupt, we have to get out on Luka. Fine, all right, let's go get AD. Let's be in this pseudo win now situation. Whatever. If a GM trades for Anthony Davis today, I have absolutely no sympathy for them, and I will look at them like they are dumber than a bag of rocks. Because this year, like Anthony Davis, we've talked so many times about how he had that one season where he played like 60-something games, 70 games. Outside of that, it's been a lot of 40 games, 50 game seasons. And since he's got, like you said, to the Mavericks, first game, boom, I'm hurt. Since then, every 2-3 weeks, I'm hurt, I'm out. If you are giving up assets to Anthony Davis, who is on the wrong side of 30 at this point, does need a certain play style to be successful, I don't feel bad for you if you trade for him thinking that you're getting this like all world defender, and then all of a sudden he's out for some time.
Yeah, his 30 feels like he's 40 right now. He just aged like milk. He aged like yogurt. He aged like cottage cheese. The list of injuries that he's had since he's been a Maverick has been just like, I feel like I've almost never seen this before from any level of player. From like top to literally bottom. He's had an abdominal injury, an abductor injury, eye injury, thigh, groin, Achilles soreness, so many other random like leg and
that's every part injuries. Of the body. Goddamn.
Literally his hands now, like, bro, it's everywhere.
I can't think of a single ligament that hasn't been touched.
I know.
So it's a wrap. He shouldn't. If I were the Mavs, like obviously cold world, cold game.
Yeah.
Listen, man, we gotta get off this.
No,
but like you said,
it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, you gotta get off this. But like you said, who's gonna do that? And I just see this report. Good chance he's sidelined through the trade deadline. Who's everything you said, everything considered that we understand now about the Anthony Davis experience, how the downsides are pretty much outweighing the good sides now, and how we're applauding the Lakers for getting out at the right time. If he's actively injured, who's going to want to get in on that at the wrong time?
Desperate teams.
Who's that desperate, though?
Desperate.
Besides the Hawks.
Come on now.
The Hawks can still do it, I guess. Maybe now you'll still do it because you have an eye towards next year, but now you'll be able to keep Ricochet. So it's just KP and like a swap.
I'm still good off that. I'd rather, because he has the same impending question, which is the whole contract extension conversation. And at this rate in time, like he's just not getting whatever he's asking for. So I don't envision that happening.
Brad, okay.
That would be the dumbest process ever if the Hawks did that as well.
Brad Stevens is obviously a very, very smart guy. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you think he would entertain a trade for Anthony Davis?
Maybe like a 5. He would like consider it. Only considering that, okay, like you have centers on your team, but you don't have like a super strong suit, and you just relieve yourself from cap hell. Do you want to get back into those conversations? I don't know. With him, I don't know.
Because that's
worth the conversation.
Yeah, that's one of the teams that I guess wouldn't be like desperate like that. But if you're Boston, obviously there's been the Tatum smoke, but we're talking about a team that is probably going to be fully formed next year when you have a full offseason for Tatum, coming back from the Achilles injury. And then if you go into next year with Brown, Tatum, AD as your starting, front line, that is extremely intriguing for a team that, like, listen, shout out to them. You guys have had a very, very good season from your bigs. You've gotten much more out of them than anybody could have possibly expected. Still getting that talent level might be something that you look at. I think that those would be some of the situations where you could look at them and say, like, okay, we can potentially do this.
That'd be the best case scenario because they obviously wouldn't have to play him more than 28 minutes a game. If they really wanted to be smart and save him and put him on old man Bill Walton routine and have him be like, not quite 6 man like Bill Walton, but have him be low minutes. We're going to play Kate at 20 minutes a game. You're going to be able to chill. We're going to save you for the playoffs. Offensively, you're not going to have a high usage. You'll be the third star, basically fourth star because Derek White is still here. we're going to make sure you focus on defense, focus on transitioning smoothly into a second half of your career, both monetarily, hopefully, in terms of a favorable contract extension for the team and on-court product for what's capable with your body. That'd make the most sense to me for him. I just also feel like Brad Stevens is too smart to take that much of a gamble health-wise.
Yeah.
Unless they have a clear plan and he feels like their medical team can be tangibly better than the teams he's had in the past. If he, with the knowledge he understands as a GM/coach in the past, fully understands a vision for how he can fix them in ways that we are not quite privy to or could not understand. Unless that's the case, hard for me to believe he would make this gamble.
Well, there's another team that I have in mind where a couple weeks ago, I had my top 10 predictions for 2026.
Okay.
And what did I say? In 2026, the Sacramento Kings will make a dumb trade.
Oh, Davis.
I can very much see a world where the Kings look at this and they go out and they get AD.
Sending Sabonis out?
Either one. Like this is very much off the top of the dome. I have not ran the numbers, have not talked to the CPA of the Kings and to see if it's possible. But
they probably have no CPA, bro. Have you seen their payroll? Like, it's ridiculous.
That's fair.
Kings are cooked all around.
That's fair, but also like the Kings, they've like flirted around, and Sabonis and them have talked a little bit about.
They haven't been flirting. They've been harassing the league.
just like nobody. Obviously, the season sucks and it's lost. But like Sabonis had the moment last year where he's like, "Hey, listen. So like, what are we actually doing here?" And so there's been conversations about that. So I wouldn't be shocked if they want to go out and get a player. Like if Sabonis ultimately ends up leaving and requests a trade, then in the offseason, do they say, we still have to chase, being competent, being in the play-in, like this is what we want to do. And now you go out and you get AD to replace Sabonis in that sense. Like I think that for a majority of the teams, they probably have Anthony Davis higher on their list than a lot of other teams.
I think if I'm AD, the day you send me to the Kings is the exact same day I force retirement. You're not seeing me playing purple and white. Like, that can never happen. Because, like, bro, if you think about the Sacramento Kings, they're literally the only team in the entire league that has literally nothing to offer in terms of outlook and what could be better for them in the future. They have, again, no payroll that we talked about. They're completely maxed out towards paying guys like Zach LaVine a ridiculous amount of money. Sabonis. They have DeMar DeRozan, of course, too. They have expensive roster. They have no young talent at all. They have draft picks to themselves. Cool, great. But what are they going to do with those draft picks? It's lately until, besides like the year they drafted Tyrese Halliburton, they've done absolutely nothing. So it's like,
Listen, you know how I feel about them. They're the ultimate, like, But
Yeah.
like, I just think that they're and maybe AD just stays there and just stays in Dallas, and for the rest of his career, he just ends up as a guy that is only going to play 47 games a year and is off and on and is missing 2 months at a time.
Yeah.
I don't think that that's the case, and I think that for a team and also for the Mavs, it ultimately depends on how Kyrie, whenever he comes back. But you have Cooper Flag. You got the golden ticket. You have the green light now to tear everything down and to restart. Like, you don't have to. Nico's not here anymore. You don't have to sell yourself on trying to win now and compete. So why? So if I'm the Mavs, obviously seeing this, we're trying to get off of any piece of the Nico regime outside of Cooper Flag. And when you just start looking around the league, there's bad teams that are going to make bad trades, and AD is one that you can finesse a bad team in getting.
The saddest thing about the whole AD thing is just seeing how he actually has been playing. He hasn't been playing like bad basketball at all, especially like defensive. He's been good, but seeing how much pop and burst he has compared to what he was just 4 or 5 years ago, which. It's a long time ago, but it's not like incredibly long, especially considering how old he is. It's a night and day difference. Completely different players. It's so sad.
The Hawks reportedly rejected a package of Emmanuel Quickley and picks for Trae Young, per Jake Fisher. This whole write-up is on the screen now. You can read it. He's saying last February, the preview trade deadline, when they were still gung-ho about keeping Trae Young and hadn't accepted yet that he was going to be traded, the Raptors were interested, try to get the Quickley contract, and some arrangement of draft capital, which obviously they did not get in this year's trade. 0 picks involved. Mo, what do you feel when you read this?
I'm happy. I don't want Emmanuel quickly on my team only because he's obviously like a much worse player than Trae Young, but more importantly, like he's being paid like so much more money. And whatever draft picks that they did like dangle over our heads, your team is not terrible. Your team is, if you do make it into the lottery for whatever reason, which I don't expect you to with Trae Young, Scotty Barnes on your team, like you're going to have a bad lottery pick towards the back half of it. Those picks are meaningless. And on top of that too, Emmanuel Quickly's money is like.
You think a bad lottery pick is meaningless? It's a lottery pick.
Oh, I'm not betting that it's going to bang.
I'm betting that'll bang more than I'm betting CJ McCollum and Corey Kispert will bang.
It's not about that. It's about the cap space. So I prefer the flexibility.
That's fair. But I think back end lottery picks. Listen, you just got the number 1 pick overall with the back end lottery pick. Anything can happen.
But that's not guaranteed for them specifically.
Sure,
that's
sure.
why I'm like,
but good role players are often found in 10 through 14. Those are still very good picks.
And that's my entire team right now. You think I want another one?
Yes.
Another good role player?
Yes. Hopefully.
No, give me a fucking star or it's nothing.
Well, you didn't get neither of those things. You got something and it wasn't a star.
But guess what? That thing is just hope.
Yeah, sure. You got flex.
I'd rather have hope than just fucking $30 million in Emmanuel Quickly on my team.
Yeah, that makes sense. The idea of picking flexibility, I'm not going to let you treat a lottery pick like it's a 29th pick in the draft. Like those lottery picks are good. But the idea of going cap flexibility route over Quickly, who is certifiably not worth the contract he was given, I can understand that. It would still be nice to get some picks though.
Is it worth paying Emmanuel Quickly $100 million over the next 3 years?
Probably. It's only 3 years. The Hawks aren't going to be good in those 3 years. It's probably
only 3 years. That's a long time.
That's a long time. I can't do that right
now.
Sure.
That's a long
Quickly's
time.
not the worst player in the world.
He's not.
It's a problem when you have 5 players making that much money on the Raptors. It's an issue. When you're overall a rather cheap team post Trae Young with the Hawks.
Dude.
You still have some flexibility. It's not like Quickly's making $60 million a year. So you wouldn't be completely incapable of making other moves. I bet if they could redo that, they'd consider it heavily.
Nah, I wouldn't do that. Dude, he's making $32 million, of course, this season, but up until the year 2029.
That's half the max these days for like some of the best players. That's not as much as it feels. Like that's not a crazy amount to be making for a. He could be a starting point guard.
For what teams?
He's probably worth $24 million. So like 32, he's overpaid. So again, not worth the contract they gave him. Was a mistake.
Yeah,
that's not debilitating. So that getting Quickly does not mean the Hawks have no flexibility.
I understand that, but also like you're trading, and I do agree. Like I think that they should have went the cap route, just because you traded away. Like worst case scenario, if you kept Trae Young, was that in like a year and a half, he's going to opt into that $50 million play option, and you're going to pay somebody $50 million that you don't want to pay $50 million. If you trade for Quickly, obviously you get some more compensation with the draft picks. But instead of paying somebody $50 million that you don't want to give them that money, you say, what if we pay somebody $100 million for 3 years that we don't want to give this money? Like, I do like the fact that they said no to that, just got rid of the quote unquote problem in the team building construction that they have right now. And now they have the ability, once again, it still is ridiculous that they got no picks whatsoever, not even a second round draft pick. That's ridiculous. But that if you want to go that route, I'm cool with that. And if those are the only 2 options, I think they picked the right option.
It's also hard to say what the draft capital was, what they were giving up.
Fair,
like if it was like last year's first round pick and you tell me you have Quickly and Colin Murray Boyles, give me that easily over getting CJ McCollum and Corey Kispert.
Yeah.
But was it their first round pick unprotected? Probably not. It's probably given. Actually, I don't know. Trae Young still had value last year. He wasn't quite where he created out to be. So maybe it could have been their first round pick from last year, just 1 pick from the 2025 draft. That's probably fairly realistic. But it's also realistic that it's like a 2 years removed pick, so they can maintain their win now thing around Trae Young, get one more player. Maybe it's a couple swaps. I don't know.
Yeah.
Whatever it is.
If it was swaps, different conversation. If it's like picks with super like minuscule protections, then different conversation.
Where did Colin? Was that the 10th pick, if I remember correctly? Where they picked Boyles last year? Something like that, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they couldn't have known at that point, so maybe they wouldn't have done it because maybe they still had. Actually, no, they were trying to win last. No, last year they had the disaster year, so maybe they would have hoped that pick ended up higher. So it probably wasn't going to be the 2025 pick. But I could also understand if they would have been like, "Here, take this. We're getting Trae Young. We're finna win now. We're gonna get out of the lottery." You never know.
Yeah. So I'm not upset at this non-move last year.
Speaking of non-moves, the Milwaukee Bucks are trying to do something worse than a non-move. They're trying to actively acquire a bad contract. The Milwaukee Bucks are showing interest in John Morant and Zach LaVine, per Milwaukee Journal Sentinel. This is off the heels of them clearly still trying to go all in on getting Giannis a chance to win now. They clearly are going to punt this decision until this offseason. Giannis said, I'm not requesting a trade. I'm here. I'm giving them a playoff run, right? Cool. They're going to do the opposite of sell. They're trying to do whatever they possibly can to make this team better with the limited assets they have. And when you don't have the picks to go out and get an appealing player, you don't have the interesting salaries to go out and get a lateral move, changing up play styles. What did you do? You go to the bargain bin and you try to say, I can fix them. And these are two I can fix them names that are going to be gotten for the cheap because nobody else believes they can fix them.
If you're the Bucks, man, stand up. Stand up. You got to know when somebody doesn't like you.
They running over you right now.
Oh, my goodness.
What do you think about these two names? Because, like, okay, so put aside the honest thing.
I understand it. If you're going to go in the bargain bin and you're going to try, and obviously you reek of desperation, and you are trying everything that you can, yes, we're going to go out and get the biggest name so that we can show really everybody and even the casuals that we're trying to do something. And we're going to try and see if we can get this young star that's been through a lot. We're going to try and, revive his career, all that. Or Zach LaVine, who is just a veteran and a very, very solid player who can score and give Giannis some more wing scoring. It makes sense. But ultimately, if you do this, you are not going to instantly be vaulted to the top of the Eastern Conference and now be in like tier 1 of the East and be a legitimate contender. And you're going to set yourself back a couple years when ultimately at the end of this year, Giannis is finally going to sit down with somebody and we've already talked about the quotes and he's going to be like, hey, it hurts my heart to do this, but like I can't be here anymore. I just have to do what's best for me. He's going to leave and you're going to be stuck with Ja Morant and Zach LaVine for another 2-3 years.
Yeah, I understand it. Like the Giannis thing, like he's saying I'm giving you more time, whether or not he should or not, which is like beyond the point anymore. They have to try to get the team better, right? Like if Giannis is saying I'm gonna stay, give me a chance, they can't do nothing, right? They can't be like, well, we think it's smartest if we do nothing now because we know you're gonna leave. No, he's decided he's staying, so you got to do what's in your power to make your team better. This is probably more opportune than trading. I don't even know what their second round pick cash is like right now, but like trading second round picks and trying to get Keon Ellis and saying that'll change your life. This is probably a better move, right? Like than trying to hope you can be the team to actually fix these guys, whether or not it's going to happen or not.
Yeah, it is. That is true. I think this is a better move than that. And not only because Ja Morant specifically is a better move because it gives you a slightly bigger window for your future while also impacting your now. And Zach LaVine is just purely like a now play and probably is like honestly a better fit. So when it comes to like who's better between the two, just depends on what you want out of it for the future. But in general, like that process is smart. If you know Giannis is just playing this weird in between game and for now is committing, then okay, I get it. Like this is honestly the best outcome and scenario for you.
Yeah, and for them, if I had to pick between these two names, I'm picking Zach LaVine. I think the fit is better.
That's a sentence nobody should say.
I'm sorry.
Zach LaVine's one of the most cursed NBA players in fucking history.
He really is.
The other option is signing up for the Ja Morant experience at this moment, and I do think that one, LaVine is a better fit with Giannis. I think LaVine is much much less of a headache than Ja Morant, and Zach LaVine's contract, it's this year, and then it's a player option for next year. If everything goes south, and even if it's not this offseason or midway through next season, Giannis ultimately decides, I don't want to be here, trade me, fine. And then after that year, then you're also done with Zach LaVine and you can have a complete reset. Then I think that there's flexibility there if you go with him over Ja Morant.
Yeah.
Cody Williams, 15 points, 5 for 9 field goals made, 32 minutes. Minus 60, the worst plus minus in a single game in NBA history. They lost by, I think it was 65 points to the Charlotte Hornets a couple nights ago. Nobody's paying attention. This happened. And, single game plus minus doesn't mean a whole lot. It's nobody one player's fault. You lose by over 50.
Why are they doing him like this, man?
This face is attached to the single worst game in NBA history. That's hilarious.
Makes sense. Off of this picture alone, it makes sense.
How unfortunate.
I also think that there should be a barrier where because minus 60 is ridiculous.
It's hilarious.
I think after minus like 40, there should be a cap. Don't track it no more. Exactly.
Either stop counting. Yeah. And then somehow, if it's worse than that, you get to minus 55, you get the Dennis shoulder, you're suspended.
Team suspended.
Go home.
Yeah, you're not here.
Just a hilarious note. And yeah,
Come on,
shout out to Hornets beating the bricks off the Utah Jazz. The Hornets, man,
North has been
putting some games together. The offense is clicking.
Yeah.
LaMelo's back.
Yeah.
Shout out them.
Let's see.
Per John Hollinger, Michael Porter Jr. is a lock to be traded before the trade deadline. Now, I think this might be him making. This isn't a report. I don't think it says report. That's because Leaking Hoops is lazy. I don't. John Hollinger isn't a reporter like that. I think this is his informed opinion based on talking to people in the NBA as somebody who's clearly connected. He views it as a lock that Michael Porter Jr. will be traded. Mark Stein reported yesterday that he's getting some pushback there when he's asking around that he thinks the Nets aren't 100%. We have to trade him. They're going to be smart. That he said that he thinks the Nets prefer to wait till after the draft lottery to see where that goes before making a Michael Porter Jr. opinion. Sounds to me like the Nets are putting it out there through Mark Stein saying, hold on, we're not desperate. You better give us some good offers because we might keep him. But reading the tea leaves, sounds like he's very available. If you ask Warriors Twitter, they are fully convinced he will be a Golden State Warrior. It is 100% in their minds. He is going to be the trade acquisition at the deadline. Do you want to see that? If not, where do you want to see him go?
Yeah, I'm down for the Warriors.
That's great.
I'm cool with that. Anything to save my light skinned goat's career and the ending of his tenure there. Yeah. I'm cool with, because clearly Draymond has dropped a level. We're not seeing the rising or the carrying that we're seeing from Jimmy Butler. Just keep rotating guys in to get Steph Curry help. I'm cool with that. And if in the process the Nets go out and you get yourself a good deal, and like if you trade MPJ for like 2 first-round picks or something like that, ultimately you flip Cam Johnson for 3 first-round picks. Listen, that's good business, and I can get behind that.
Dude, last night when they played the Hawks, Curry did his thing, gave him 31 points. Jimmy Butler, 30 points as well. Everything in between that is fucking hilarious. Draymond, 5. Quinn Post, 8. Moses Moody, 2. Guy Santos, 5. Al Horford, 5. Third highest score on that team was DeAnthony Melton with just a whopping 10 points.
Nice. Shout out DeAnthony.
Yo,
got to double digits.
Let's go.
They need so much juice, man.
Woke up feeling scary.
I hope they trade Michael Porter Jr. I fully understand it if they don't. If the offers aren't there, he's played well enough that you can just have a good player that like clearly he doesn't preclude you from being a lottery team. You're not going to be forced to. It's not some move where you got to trade him to have a top 10 pick. You can still get the 7th pick in the draft, which is not what we want from a team rebuilding. You probably want to get one of those top 3 picks in such a loaded draft class. Yeah. If that's not attainable, if you're already too many games ahead, I don't hate just keeping him and seeing what happens. You've already got a distressed asset that you've made into a really great player. That was not a given that he'd be able to do this. I kind of understand both ways, but selfishly, I would love to see him on a good team. So I really, really hope they trade him.
They're smart. They will cash in high, sell high as hell. Because I don't think how much better is he going to be than this right now?
Oh no, he'll never be better than this. It's
exactly.
Just like, do you want him to be a lot of marketing? Do you want him to just be your guy that is around your young players as you rebuild?
Yeah, nah, I'm good on that. I'm good because
you need something.
Where are the Utah Jazz right now? Not relevant still, no matter what.
Yeah. No, I'm not necessarily expecting the Nets to get super relevant either way. So I'm like, let's be here for a good time.
Yeah.
You know who's not here for a good time? You know who's here for the worst time in the goddamn world and who's addicted to that worst time?
Tell me.
New Orleans Pelicans. The New Orleans Pelicans are disappointing the market in informing teams that Zion Williamson, Trey Murphy, Herb Jones, Derek Queen, and Jeremiah Fears will remain with the organization past the February 5th trade deadline. They are saying, guys, stop hitting my phone. I'm not moving anybody. I'm not doing a damn thing. My house is burning down, and I like the way it feels.
The way that they have like the offseason Hard Knocks in the NFL, I need that for the Pelicans.
Oh my God, why would you want that?
Because I need to see what goes on in their building.
Please.
I need some video of some of the conversations that they have with each other.
That's a blockbuster horror film right
because there. Because ultimately, like, it might just be Joe Dumars talking to a wall. I don't understand why you can be in this position of not having your first round pick for this next year, the team being disappointing, the team being so bad up to this point that you're probably going to give the Hawks like a top 7 pick, whatever, and you don't want to flip Herb Jones or Trey Murphy?
Herb Jones is the one that I don't understand. Zion, okay, very distressed asset. I don't want to sell low. Okay. Trey Murphy, relatively young, shooter, can play off ball. I like him next to my foundational players of Derek Queen and Fears. Okay. Derek Queen and Fears, rookies, not going to move them. Herb Jones is pushing 30 as a wing defender that those type of players don't always have the best shelf life. Those type of players are way more valuable to a contender than a team that is infinitely far away from contending. I feel like that's the most like natural way to get some draft assets in the door in a year in which you don't have any. Do an in between thing where you make some smart moves in the margins and make yourself slightly better for next year with slightly more young players while maintaining your core nucleus. That feels like the easiest outcome to me.
It doesn't make sense.
Listen, man, Joe Dumars, don't listen to the haters. You be you. Move how you move, man. Don't let no one change you at all. You know your identity. Just keep the main thing. I promise everything will work out.
Speaking of that, Joe Dumars, don't listen to any of the replies. So I'm going to scroll down here. What do you think the first reply says?
I don't know.
What a stupid fucking franchise. Let's see. They can just keep losing and get more first round draft choice. That's a bot because Twitter blue is terrible. Enjoy poverty, LOL.
Yeah, they're in hell, man.
Smart move. Building around Zion and Herb is a way to go. We got straight bots on Twitter.
Yeah, it's like it doesn't make sense, and I think that for them, it's like they're gonna mess up and like they're gonna mess up and be like a buyer or something. And
a buyer, God, you're right. Actually, that is a Joe Dumars thing to do.
For John Morant.
Fuck.
Oh,
Yo,
Joe. Mr. Dumars, when I catch you. Actually, I won't do anything because it's funny. But when Pelicans fans catch you, it will be funny. Next thing we're going to do, let's switch over to the main topic of this episode. As you see by the title, we are going to draft the best duos in the NBA. And when I say draft, this is essentially like a group ranking. We're going to sit down and we're going to argue over a collective list that all three of our names are attached to, that somebody will inevitably ruin for the other. We'll start with Donovan. You go first. Mo second. Me third. Okay. And we won't even do a snake draft. We'll just kind of go around like a regular draft.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We're going to do this based on if the playoffs started today, who you trust the most on your team. So if you got to draft these players like a traditional draft to be your star duo you build around, who you'd want based on this season's play very much today.
Okay.
So, if a player's injured, you don't got to factor that in. Mm-hmm. But like this, everyone's healthy, this current season version of them.
First off, we're taking Jokic and Jamal Murray.
Yep.
Hands down. We're taking the best player in the world and somebody in Jamal Murray who has leveled up, all-star level play this year, been the best version of himself. We've seen what they can do. We've seen how complimentary they are. I'm taking them first overall.
Murray's the reason this is number one easily. Like obviously for a long time, this is being considered the best duo in the NBA, but there's been some others that have like flirted with that title. We've said that about a few different guys, right? With Jamal Murray being playoff Jamal Murray, or at least like 2023 playoff Jamal Murray for the entire season, averaging his most points per game in the most efficient manner, being a playmaker since Jokic went out. There was a game he had like 15 assists. Mm-hmm. He has been crazy. Like if he's playing at this level for a full sustained season, there's not even a question. Like this is by far the best combination of sidekick plus best player in the world.
Yeah, I agree. And they're proven too. This is the right choice.
And now they finally have depth. Like I feel like at this point with how everything's going, like it's so likely they're actually going to be the champions. There's not even a close second to me. I don't know who you're considering at number two. It's in a different stratosphere.
In terms of duos?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think because the other top players, they like their duo, their co-star has flaws, and so they're not like as the synergy isn't as great as with Jokic and Murray.
Yeah, exactly. The synergy, they make each other better. They fit well. They have the chemistry. Jamal Murray isn't a defensive liability. Jokic, while obviously not being defensively
slanted
amazing, isn't a total liability either. It's not like you have one person on the court that's going to sink your defense or offense. It's kind of just perfect.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. I think number two, the right way to go is with Shea and at this point in time, Chet. Obviously, like they don't like them as a duo isn't as cohesive as Jokic and Murray because they have great strengths, but they don't necessarily like play into each other as much because of course Shea's he's not the greatest playmaker, but it's certainly not like an uber weakness. And then Chet, he needs to be force fed at times, and that just makes his life so much easier. So regardless of the fact though, like the defense, the spacing, Chet's off the bounce game, and occasionally you'll see Shea like try to involve him here and there. I think this is fine for number two.
Yeah, they're kind of the opposite of Jokic and Murray, where Jokic and Murray are number one by a landslide because when they're together, the way they play off each other, the way Jokic's strengths make Murray better and vice versa, they are an unstoppable duo that are very multiplying in their abilities. Shea and Chet are very unmultiplying. Like you said, Shea is god awful at setting up bigs as a playmaker. I haven't seen him throw Chet a lob in I don't know how long. Chet would be much better with a different point guard. But Shea got the offense, Chet got the defense. Like the way they both split duties and like are the nucleus of each side of the ball. The whole Oklahoma City defense works super well because the hounding ball pressure they have with their guards helps a lot to have a great big behind that to be the core of it, so the guards can be as aggressive as possible because they don't got to worry about leaking too much pressure where they get blown by and all of a sudden it's a free layup. There's no free layups in chess on the court. Then offensively, they can play all these defenders, play all these guys who aren't the best on-ball creators because Shea got us. It's like a delegation of duties rather than making each other better.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, you just got two guys who's like, all right, man, let's hoop.
Yeah.
And they just hold it down.
So who's number 3?
I'm gonna go. So these are the two I think are obviously 1 and 2. Now we're just gonna be a preference type of thing because there's no other obvious ones. The best players in the world outside of these two don't have obvious superstar teammates, I don't think. And I think I'm gonna go Luka and Reeves.
Oh, not Luka and LeBron?
No, I'm gonna go Luka and Reeves because when the Lakers were at their best, it was because Luka and Reeves were the best scoring duo in the NFL. In the NBA by a wide margin. Luka was averaging like 35 and Reeves 30. It was crazy. They're 13-1 now in clutch situations because they just lost one to the Bucks in hilarious fashion. Before that, 13-0. Most of those games were because Reeves and Luka were walking people down in the clutch. These two have such a good chemistry as offensive creators that I guess it's kind of like take turns, but they're so goddamn good at it that it's okay. And obviously Reeves can play off ball that the defense is why they're not in the conversation for 1 or 2 for me, where you might look at the Jokic and Murray stats versus Luka and Reeves together and say it's kind of comparable, right? Both of these guys have an MVP level player that's putting up stupid numbers, averaging a near triple-double or a triple-double at times, and a second star who's pushing 30 points per game, leading bench units. The defense is why they can't be top 3. Even though Murray and Jokic aren't killing it defensively, they're a lot better, bring more value than Luka and Reeves.
Okay.
But do you think they're third? Is that a reach to say non-defensive entities?
No, I don't think it's a reach just for the disclaimer that you had said, which was after this, it's not a lot of superstar duos. And so now we're trying to now it's a lot of like, which two people do you think would be the best to build around?
Yeah. And the playoff setting too. We're talking about going to the playoffs.
Yeah, and that's how I'm looking at this because like looking at them and the team and like how much do I trust the duo? It's very hard because Luka and Reeves are two very, very score first minded people. And so for a lot of these other duos, like you might have some bigs that are defensive slanted that's kind of like their end. And now you're trying to parse like, do I trust you on defense and how much did that like work in the playoff context? So yeah, so I think this is fair to have them right here.
It's also tough because we saw one playoff series them together and Reeves did not have a good playoff series, got locked up by Anthony Edwards and Jaden McDaniels. But then he comes out this year and it's hard because there might be an inclination to say it's small sample size because we've never seen him do this before. And he came out in such a heater that maybe it's fake, which it might be. He might come back down to earth. He's shooting 76% at the rim and 60% from floater range. That's ridiculous. Like to do that for 20, how many games did he play before he got hurt? To do that for 23 games, that's not nothing. That's crazy with the type of usage he had, the type of responsibility he had, while also being one of the better playmakers on the team. It's no coincidence DeAndre Ayton is having a slow stretch after Austin Reeves goes out because Austin Reeves was the one that was kind of the nucleus of setting DeAndre Ayton up for success as a passer. He kind of was playing at that like on-ball, heliocentric, do-it-all superstar type of level.
Yeah, I see what you mean. And I also would agree with you and finalize your question or your assumption that maybe it's fake. I think it's super, super real, especially considering the fact that, okay, like I see you last year, you go to Boston, JJ Redick's like, yeah, we need you to go ahead and get 40. He got you 40 and a triple-double without LeBron and Luka. Like he always had this opportunity. It feels like he just leveled up his game. So the playoff stuff, super concerning. They're both absolute cones. Like Luka is even like worse theory. He's not even a cone. His motherfucker's like a squash. He's so bad at that end. But regardless of all that, seeing both of them just be able to give you, like, walk into any arena and give you 30, 10, and 10, like, that's not too many others, pretty much no other duo in the league can do that.
Yeah. They need the most help from their 3 through 5 and really 3 through 10 and covering up their weaknesses. But I think they have the highest ceiling left on this list if you can have that proper roster around them, which they don't. So they will surely go out sad and you will surely come at me and say they're overrated. They'll never win because of defense. And I will have to eat it for a whole summer and pray Robert Pelinka gets some defenders so next year they have a chance. I'm going to get blitzed this summer and I know it.
Get ready.
I will. I'm destined.
Yeah.
Who's number 4?
So I have 3 options here, or 3 duos that I think are at the top that deserve to be number 4. At 4, I'm going Ant and Gobert.
That's respectable. I get it.
Yeah.
Wow,
I'm going
Why
Ant.
Gobert, not Randall, is a question for people we're going to have. Because obviously people understand Ant being up next, and he has a better second star than some of the players that are slightly better than him. Why do you go Gobert over the offensive star and Randall?
Same reason. It's basically Diet, Shea, and Chet. In terms of Ant can hold down the offense, Gobert can hold down the defense, and they work better together than Shea and Chet. But obviously Shea is Shea, and Chet's awesome. But Gobert has returned to form after we've had some moments over the past couple of years where hey, it's looking like it's about to be the end of the Gobert era, and then he just turns up and is able to hold down the defense. And Ant every single year levels up. We're looking at him, top 6 player in the world. The consistency that you have between these two guys is outstanding, and I feel the same way with them as you do with Luka and Reeves, which is if you have a supporting cast, and obviously we're going to say this about every duo because we're talking about 2 people, but if they have the supporting cast, we've seen them be able to be anchors of teams that make deep playoff runs.
Yeah.
And
I think you can go Ant over Gobert and it wouldn't be crazy.
Yeah.
Ant has it's not really been talked about enough because I think people have kind of just propelled Ant into top tier and haven't once you kind of hit that top tier players, you're just a superstar and people kind of just expect you to kill it. And there isn't as much attention paid to your year by year changes and improvements as there is when you're at a lower tier trying to break into that superstar tier. Ant has been insane. This is by far the best version of Ant we've ever seen. He's still shooting 40% from 3, still being a killer there, and is way better at the rim than he was last year. Last year, he made that 3-point leap, only shot 64% at the rim, which is very pedestrian for a slashing guard of that athleticism. Back up to 71% now, the best of his career. 2 years ago was 69%. This is one of the best scorers in the NBA. If you want to tell me you think this season, all in all, with how Luka's been playing, how the 3-point shot isn't falling, that you think Ant has been better than him and deserves his first team All-NBA spot over him, I don't think that's crazy.
Yeah, honestly, looking back at it now, if I'm starting out a team, sounds crazy for this year, but I'd rather have Ant and Gobert rather than Luka and Reeves, just to have an overall more cohesive style and brand of basketball.
Only reason I didn't do that is because the Gobert playoff stuff that maybe doesn't quite translate all the time, and this is gettable. So that's the only reason I didn't do it.
Play him off the court.
Yeah, not quite to that degree.
But Reeves was played off the
He
court
can't
last
play.
year too.
I'm
so
sorry, he can't do
Reeves
it.
wasn't played off the court, but yeah, I mean he didn't have his best showing. I'm just choosing to believe that
Terrence Mann got him.
I'm choosing to believe that with the strength additions that Reeves made, that he can have a better playoff showing, and this could be a crazy duo.
Mm-hmm.
But it's definitely not crazy to say Ant Gobert's better.
Yeah, and we're gonna see with the Timberwolves. I don't think that they're gonna. We say this every year, but I don't think that they're gonna make a deep playoff run, especially because a lot of their depth has been sniped over these last 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
But if they get back to a point going into next year where they're able to replenish a lot of pieces, maybe some guys take leaps, I fully expect them to be back where they have been for the last 2 years.
Okay,
Yeah.
where are we going number 5?
At number 5, at first I had issues thinking about, damn, who's the 5th best duo in the league right now? But now I realize that I pretty much don't. I can't let this duo slide anymore longer. It's got to be Wemby and Fox.
Okay.
This is the duo
Top
that we've
5?
seen. Yeah, this is the duo that we've seen the least. They're the newest duo or one of the newer duos in the league right now. But bro, when they play together, they have a net rating of plus 14 or something like that. It's
Pretty
crazy.
great. Pretty great.
And Wemby, you guys have heard all the glazes. He's the best defensive player in the entire goddamn NBA. And he finally has a player who's competent enough to carry him and do certain things to make his life so much easier, because naturally he's a big. He can't bring the ball up the floor so often. And De'Aaron Fox will take so many clutch shots. He will also make simple passes sometimes. Of course, he has struggles here and there, and as of late he's been slumping. But overall, I think that in deep into the playoffs, we're gonna see the real fruits of De'Aaron Fox and how Wemby will be one of the biggest beneficiaries in the entire league because of how he has gears to his game.
It's so tough because this should be a fantastic pick, but the past 2 weeks since the Spurs blitzed the Oklahoma City Thunder, beat them several times, came out, made everybody say you are a real contender because your guards are insane, your defense at Wemby's insane, the athleticism of your role players, the effort's insane. You have 3 young guards that are all so athletic. Wemby constantly has somebody that can feed him to some degree, constantly has somebody who can initiate offense to some degree. Ever since we all made that realization and acceptance of them in the top tier, all 3 of those guards turned into goddamn pumpkins. All 3 of them have been terrible for 2 weeks now. It's hilarious. But I'm willing to say, okay, I can still look past that and say when the playoffs start, assuming they lock in and everybody gets out of their slumps, this is a fine pick.
Yeah, I agree. Dude, Fox over the last 2 weeks,
Terrible.
he's averaged like 16.5 points a game, 22% from the 3-point line, 43% from three. It's a slump, I'm assuming. I know he's not this bad for real.
Of course.
So I think once this conversation progresses and once the playoffs comes and when we see them get their first round in and their second round in potentially, like I think we'll look at this and potentially argue like, oh, like this could be higher. Yeah,
this is a Wemby pick. Let's be real. It's a Wemby and Pal's pick. We decided to pick Fox as the Pal that seemingly will have the most playoff impact. But if this ends up being Wemby and Castle in the summer instead of Wemby and Fox, I think we'd all understand.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go with Cade Cunningham and Jalen Duren at number 6.
Wow,
Cade Cunningham just continues to level up. The control he has of the game, the way that he just completely dictates the pace with his playmaking, doesn't give back a ton of value defensively as a big guard who can block some shots. And now he has an uber athletic big who has added to his bag, is a solid play finisher, is developing as a solid rim protector. This is mostly a Cade and friends pick, but I think Cade's the best player here left with the best sidekick. Some of the guys above him don't really have a superstar teammate, don't really have an all-star teammate that I feel good about. And I think Duren's hit just good enough that I feel good putting him here.
Wow.
Yeah, Cade, I think even with all of the turnovers, the overtaxing, there's still a sense of like I feel safe with Cade.
Yeah.
Like I feel like we're on the right track. And if we can get a couple guys to knock down a couple threes, we will be okay. We'll see what they do at the deadline. That's ultimately gonna give them like their final push. But Cade being the point of your team is okay. Now in the playoffs, we saw what happened last year, right? We do need to resurrect our play. We do need to get back to a level where everything that we're seeing in the regular season, the leveling up, that translates over. So I probably would have had him maybe at like 8. Like I probably would have went like one or two more picks before them, just because I do want to see that from Cade.
You know why I went them?
Why?
I'm sick of watching Karl-Anthony Towns. Brunson and Cat.
I'm not even thinking about that. I think there's another duo outside of that I'd rather have.
Okay.
Cade
Okay. I just think that if I'm hoping to do something at the deadline, if they had Derek White at shooting guard or somebody like that, somebody that's one of these premier third options for these teams that can be a ball handler, their lives would be changed. And I think they're that close away. So this is really me like praying they make that move at the deadline and then we have a beautiful playoff run because they get the one more piece they need.
Yeah, I agree.
And they have the best offensive synergy on this list outside of Jokic and Murray.
Yeah, that's true. They do complement each other's game like super well. So
yeah, most of these guys are just two great players that play together. These two, I think, are actually a duo that make each other better offensively.
Okay.
Okay, I can see that.
Like Wemby and Fox just play together. Like Wemby comes off the bench, nobody really sets him up like that. He takes a lot of elbow touches. Like they just play together.
It's coworkers. Yeah, okay.
They're not really a duo yet. Nobody really sets Wemby up like that to have a real duo yet.
Yeah, I understand that.
Who's on number 7, Donovan?
We are going to go with KD and Şengün.
That's who I'd rather have than Cade and Duren.
Yeah,
sure.
Well, it hasn't been going too well the past week. Granted, Şengün's been hurt. He came back last night. They lost again. There's a lot of buzz going on right now. People were like, should the Rockets regret getting Kevin Durant? It's not working. It's kind of falling off a little bit. They have been playing rather disappointing. But I'll let you explain this pick. I do still understand the placement.
Yeah, I think they're also in the middle of like real synergy and coworkers. Like there's some moments where they legitimately play off of each other, but a lot of times, especially when we're getting into the end of games and like you really have to make a comeback. Like whenever it's close, I think that the Rockets feel very comfortable. It's like, okay, we only needed 2. We feel good, throwing the ball down to Şengün. In games like last night, when you're down by like 5 and you need a 3, then it's like, all right, Katie, now you take over. Now you take all the jumpers, you take all the threes, and we're going to look to you in late game situations. However, I think with the playmaking of Şengün, I do think with Katie's still insane, shot making ability, I trust them to get whatever shot, especially for Katie, whatever shot they want, and then for Şengün to be able to have a 2-man game that can really put a lot of stress on the defense. And so in terms of a 2-man game, I think that their 2-man game when it's at its peak is top 5 on this list, pushing top 3 in terms of like,
that's fair.
Like Jokic and Murray really straining the defense. And honestly, Katie and Şengün, when they're at their best, that might be number 2 right now.
I don't know if I don't know how often we can get their best.
It could be.
I think this might prove to be a rather inconsistent duo. which it's easy for me to say that now when Şengün's been hurt and they're going through the struggle. So I'm not going to overreact too much to them having a rough week or two. Like, long season, it happens, especially when Şengün misses time. Cade and Duren are a lot better defensively to me. These two are perfectly capable of being a good defense, as we're seeing, But that Rockets defense is about everybody else around them, which props to them having a fantastic roster for these two. I don't think KD and Şengün bring nearly as much defensive value as Cade and Duren do in terms of their positional value, with Cade being such a good point guard defender, which brings a lot of value to your defense, having a guy with that much size as your weakest defender on the court. And I think Cade's the best player of the three, not counting Duren.
I agree with that.
So that was my tiebreaker, but I do think it's close. But that's why I went with Cade and Duren. I'm just kind of betting on the Cade ascension and noticing the small question marks with the Rockets season.
Yeah. Okay. So at number 8, this might sound a little crazy, but I have my reasons.
Okay. It's going to be ridiculous. Jalen Johnson and Kristaps Porzingis?
God, no, man. Kristaps? No, Jalen Johnson and Luke. I'm just kidding. Nah, I have Donovan Mitchell and 18-8 man, Evan Mobley.
That's not ridiculous at all. Explain.
I wanted to go with Brunson and Cat. Brunson is obviously like a top 10 player in the NBA. Currently, I'd rather have him on my team than someone like D. Mitch. They're pretty much like neck and neck. They can look each other in the eyes. But the biggest difference for me personally is Cat. That's the whole like point of discussion where I'm like, okay, you already know what you are defensively. The whole world and the whole neighborhood knows about your
the whole neighborhood is local.
Exactly right. I guarantee the lady next door knows about Cat and his defense.
We've had HOA meetings about your defense. Get it together.
We're trying to find ways to go ahead and nerf it, but we can't. Evan Mobley's the defensive player of the year. Evan Mobley he's so talented defensively, and he obviously was a defensive player of the year. And on top of that too, he can give you not the same level of production as Cat compared offensively, but about a tier below. And I think those two fare each other off pretty much. Your ceiling is much higher compared to what a Brunson and Cat led team would do. I think if you had D. Mitch and Mobley, and in between that, OG Anunoby and all these other very savvy, damn near defensive minded wings on this team, you would see a way different outcome.
Yeah, this isn't ridiculous at all. To me, you don't even got to explain. I get it. I know you have to explain because everybody hates Evan Mobley right now.
Yeah.
But you're 100% right. An elite defensive big and a great go-to shot maker, that's very worthy of a top 10 placement. Number 9. Should I start considering Curry and Draymond? Is this where we start putting them into the conversation as Curry's still great, and maybe if those two had a slightly more optimal cast around them, they could still be up here?
That's probably fair. I think they should be considered, yeah.
They should be considered, but I'm going Jaylen Brown and Derek White at number 9.
Jaylen Brown and Derek White?
Easily.
If you didn't take them, I was going to take them.
For this season, we're just doing this season and how good they're playing right now. Jaylen Brown has been a top 10 player in the league pretty easily. People are giving MVP shouts. Whether or not you think that's reasonable or not, or overglazed, I don't care. He has been all NBA level. If the season ended today, would probably be first team all NBA. And after that initial slump to start the season, where Derek White couldn't make a shot to save his life, and it felt like he was too overtaxed being the second option, he's proceeded to play like Derek White for the last 2 months straight. He is shooting well from the field again, doing everything you would have wanted from Derek White in this bigger role. They're that high in the standings for a reason. These two are the best two players.
Yeah, and the defensive ceiling with these two guys, knowing that I can at any time say, you go and take one wing, you go and take the other wing, or you go in and you take one of the best guard out the game. They fully have the ability to do that. And so I'm cool with this. I'm cool with this.
I
understand it. Yeah.
Do I think this will be the case next year? Maybe not. Maybe if we played out 5 years, these two together without Tatum, do I think they would year by year continue to be this high? Probably not. Hopefully Giannis gets a better second teammate and he gets his place on this list. Hopefully Cat bounces back and him and Brunson pass them up. But just respecting what they've done just this season, they got to be here.
I can't hate it. I bet if we were to do a straw poll, they'll net for GMs around the league, they will net around this area right now too.
Yeah.
So okay, you got it.
Yeah. Number 10. Where are we going?
We've been hating on them, but they have to be top 10. I'm going Cat and Brunson here.
Okay.
I think
over Curry and Draymond.
Yes,
Curry's still better than Brunson. Debatably.
I do think that's debatable right now. Draymond has taken such a step back, and also we're talking about duos that we trust in the playoffs. I do not trust Draymond Green in the regular season right now, and I think
I trust them on a Tuesday?
No, I don't. Like these random Tuesday nights in Utah, I for sure don't trust. I don't trust Draymond. And I think for Brunson and Cat, obviously, playoff like championship ceiling, it is very affected, especially with Cat's defense, more so than Brunson, just because of the positional value of being a bad defensive center. But offensively, I think that both of them can be up there. And if we just have playoff shot making from Jalen Brunson, I trust that more than I trust his skill and his ability to do that and his rising, all of that, more than a lot of other people's skills in the league and in the NBA. So if you tell me that I have Jalen Brunson and just another center who can shoot from three, who can score 20, right? There are certain situations where Cat is good. Obviously, you have to build your team a certain way. But Brunson, every year we get into the playoffs, he's going to have 3 40-point games. He's going to have these games where you just give him the ball, you tell him to go ISO, and he gets buckets. I think that's very, very valuable in the playoff setting.
Yep, I can understand that. For 11, I have the Golden State Warriors. Okay. Draymond and Curry specifically, at their absolute peak, they could be potentially top 5. I think they may be top 5 if they didn't have such a shit cast of characters like in between them. They literally have nothing going for them.
Are you sure we should?
Shout out to Jimmy Butler, obviously. But
are you sure we shouldn't go Curry and Butler? Butler's better than Draymond now.
Okay, that's fair. Do you
want to go Butler?
You can go Butler. That's fair. That's fine at this point in time. Curry and Butler, same thing applies. Same shit of cast of characters.
You got
I can say the
Draymond.
same things. Draymond hasn't been particularly good, but when it comes to his game and how he needs guys who can specifically like get buckets around him in order to activate his scoring and know how to make the right cuts at the right time, his game is so based on precision. And there's none of that right now on his team at all. So at their best, obviously, they can be top 5, but they're far from that right now. So they're 11.
Yeah, this makes total sense. I think if they get like an MPJ or whatever, maybe we look up and we say it's silly to take some of the guys who took above them. Like, do I think if a playoff series started today, would it shock me if Curry and Butler outperform Brown and White? No, but given credit the whole season, we're not going to rank them above them. But yeah, you can never really count out anything with Steph Curry. So I get it.
Yeah.
We can't let Giannis fall any further.
Why?
He's the best player on this list by far. And at a certain point, he carries enough cachet to make up for the lack of second option. His best teammate is Ryan Rollins, I think. Not really a duo. And doesn't move the needle enough in terms of their duo-ship. Miles Turner damn sure isn't getting on this list.
Hell no.
I'm going to go Giannis and Derry Bird.
You're
Giannis and AJ Green.
Ew, why?
You know why? Because Giannis and AJ Green have the most ridiculous on-off numbers. When those two are on the court together, they're like plus 27. They fucking dominate when Giannis and Derry Bird are together. And is that real? Is that a small sample size thing? Absolutely. But is there some merit to the fact that when you have your best shooter and probably multiple shooters out there because of it, you kill it with Giannis because he's that individually great? Yes, that is 100% real. The level Giannis has developed to this year, he is playing the best basketball I've ever seen him play offensively. The way he's navigating these tight spaces with inopportune spacing, inopportune ball handling around him, playing the game slow, not forcing shots like maybe he would have in the past, playing post touches and being a playmaker off these double teams and really, really taking the baskets when they're there. He is perfectly understanding how to play this role with a lack of talent around him. So I'm going to give the most essential role player the nod here as a duo. We're going Giannis and Derry Bird at 12.
Wow, man.
Feels nasty.
Giannis is doing heavy. His back hurt
100%.
like a
He's doing the most lifting anybody's ever done in their life. But no, shout out. The numbers exist for a reason. Like him and AJ Green have great chemistry.
Yeah.
And again, this is just a Giannis placement because he can't fall any further.
Okay.
I'm looking at the rest of the standings. I'm looking at the rest of these duos, and I have no idea who to take here. I will say, what I will do is at 13. Give me Tyrese and Maxey.
Tyrese and Maxey.
Just Tyrese Maxey. I don't really care who else. Give me Tyrese and Maxey.
Come on.
I trust him. And you can put whoever you want.
Well, this is a good conversation. I think
yeah. Who's the other star that's part of that duo with Tyrese Maxey? Personally, right now, I guess most consistently it's probably VJ.
VJ's playing great after he fucking hit that rookie wall and smashed through it. Joel Embiid has been crazy the past couple weeks. He's looking like all-star Joel Embiid again.
Are we putting him back in that combo?
You want to? Like, he's not playing MVP level. He never will again.
But that's okay because of
all-star?
Maxi's ascension.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He's playing like an all-star. Offensively, he's looked exceptional. He's hitting those jumpers, getting to the rim. Defensively, he'll never be all NBA level defense again, I think. I also never thought I'd see this production again, so maybe he continues to get back closer to what he was. But he's averaging like 27 a game the last few weeks, being dominant. I don't hate putting Joel Embiid on here, even though we understand the question marks long term. Let's enjoy the here and now while we can. Let's appreciate every Joel Embiid stretch when we get it.
Yeah, I think talent-wise, we know that Joel Embiid is much better than VJ Edgecombe right now. He's better than Paul. He's better than all these guys. So we can go Maxey and Embiid, but this right here is really a Tyrese Maxey pick. And I think that with his ascension, we've seen Tyrese Maxey be absolutely dominant in the playoffs before. And now that he's taken the next step and the next leap of saying, I am the number one guy and I can still get my game off. I can still be efficient. I can still do all of these things. He deserves to be top 15 on this list.
Wow, man.
I respect it. Yeah. Wow. And if this sticks, if Joel Embiid is at this level for the rest of the season, they'll be a lot higher.
Yeah.
Like, it's only been a few weeks, so we're not going to get too overzealous. But if he continues to score at this level, they're KD and Sengun level. Why wouldn't they be next to D. Mitch and Mobley and that type of tier of like back end top 10? Maxey plays like 40 minutes a game because he has the most ridiculous stamina I've ever seen. That's a ton of value that you only have to have a handful of minutes without your star point guard on the court. And if Joel Embiid is that elite second option, which maybe isn't even a second option if he's pushing 30 again, like they can be up there. But again, it'll take sample size for us to really believe it. And I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. So now this is another like big like seismic gap when it comes to tiers and quality of stars.
There's one more left. I think that has to be consideration. That's going to be funny, but
it's the Clippers.
there you go.
That
That's
has
what
to
I
be
was thinking
Harden and Kawhi.
Hard to Kawhi at this point. With how they're playing, they should be a lot higher actually.
They're damn near. They're not playing peak basketball, but this is like towards the back end of their peak, which is what it feels like right now.
They kind of are playing peak basketball. This is the best Kawhi I've seen in years.
Dude, he's hooping his ass off right now. Wildly efficient. Of course, similar to what I said about Curry and Butler. Everything, all the characters in between them, terrible, trash. You don't want that at all. But these two as individuals, hooping their ass off right now. They don't necessarily hoop as like a duo necessarily either.
Yeah.
It's like, kill him basketball. I'm gonna do him up. You do him up. And then these next two positions, I get him again.
And then we're gonna high five going to the bench, and that's it.
Exactly.
And then we're going to lose our lead.
But that's valuable at the end of the day.
No, yeah, Kawhi's just killing everybody by himself right now. He's been crazy. Like, he understood the pressure on them right now. He understood the disaster class in front of them. He understood that at this rate, if we finish giving the Thunder a top 5 pick, who knows what's going to happen? And he responded. He's playing the best basketball since 2021.
Yeah, man. He's hooping his ass off. I got to look at his numbers specifically because shit is
He's
jarring.
averaging 27 for the season now.
Oh, my God, man.
Yes,
Very efficiency. He's been killing it.
Dude, so far this year he's averaging 27, 94% from the line, 38% from three on 7 attempts, which is the most attempts that he's ever taken in his goddamn career.
Yeah,
Damn
it's
near
crazy.
50% from the field. He's insane. He's ridiculous.
We're kind of out of our true star duos now. Now we're looking at like low-level all-stars that happen to play together, or one really good player and like a dude. I guess give me Bam and Tyler Hero.
It's fair. That's not where I would have went. Though.
Actually, I'm not married to that pick. I don't have to pick them, but I'm struggling to think of somebody else. I don't want to pick them because like it hasn't been a good Tyler Hero year. Actually, no, I'm not gonna do that because we're paying respects to just this year. And when I said that, I'm really coasting off of last year when Tyler Hero came into the league healthy, came into the season healthy and had an all-star year. They had won 15, but that hasn't been Tyler Hero this year. So I guess I shouldn't do that.
Yeah, I agree. I'm gonna go
Give me Scotty Barnes and Brandon Ingram. I gotta go there.
Okay,
They're winning
it's not
games.
Bad. It's not bad.
They complement each other well. I don't think Brandon Ingram is like.
I'm getting my guy.
I don't think Brandon Ingram is like co-star for real.
Yeah.
But I think Scotty Barnes is incredible. One of the better two-way players in the league. Insanely valuable defensively. They're winning games again after getting some of their guys back from injury. And I think Ingram's presence allows Scotty Barnes to be in the right role, and that enough gets him to number 15.
And I'm glad that you went there because now I get to make the pick for my guy. Give me Devin Booker and Dylan Brooks.
Okay.
I think in terms of this tier of all-star and just a guy,
Kind of same thing I just described with Ingram.
Yeah, or weird pairings. I think yes, but I think Ingram is better than Dylan Brooks. I think
Are you sure?
Potentially.
As a Lakers fan, I'd rather have Brooks. I don't know if that means anything given the players there, but
it depends.
And you know what? Listen, considering the season that Dylan Brooks has had, that's okay. And I honestly would have gone with Booker and Brooks over Scotty and Ingram, but Dylan Brooks in terms of not Dylan Brooks, Devin Booker is the best player that we're going to talk about for the rest of this list.
Okay.
Mhm.
I think that he is fantastic. I think that we've seen a very good shot making season from Dillon Brooks, and we've seen the versatility of Devin Booker over the last couple years, but even this year specifically, like we've seen him do Devin Booker things. We've seen him play on ball, off ball, playmaking, all that stuff. I trust him in a playoff setting. I think that right now it's been good. I like them at 16.
The most hilarious stat that I just looked up is when they play together, of course, they have a positive net rating. It's like plus 3.5, which is good. Not absurd, but it's good. When it's just Dillon Brooks out there alone without him or any other like lead guard for real, the net rating is disgusting. It's minus 10 when he's out there alone, bro. It's terrible. Offensive rating of Dillon Brooks led basketball is 106. Woo. That's 2007
That's what
style
I was saying
basketball.
in our report cards grade. We need to settle down with the Devin Brooks thing where we're like, he's developed. I'm like, I guess.
He's hilarious, bro.
He's been hooping.
He has, but like, let's settle down.
When it's just him and no D Book or Colin Gillespie, he's minus 36 on the year.
I mean, listen, you got to give him some help. You can't.
Oh my God. Minus 36.
Dillon Brooks is out here being failed by the organization. Like, he needs players.
Dillon Brooks failed by the organization.
He needs players to ride with him.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
We're
man.
going number 17.
Ah, man. Okay. Number 17. So now we are like,
Ooh, this listen.
we damn your shit out of luck.
We got
man.
some little.
Okay, there's like one, maybe.
You go Batman Hero.
Nah,
You
Hell
go Larry
no.
Markin and Keontae George.
Hell no.
yeah, I'd rather not do that.
Danny Avdia and whoever you want next to him.
Hell no.
That's not bad. There's a 9 seed right there. That's not
I've come to
terrible.
really hate Denny and his style of play.
You don't like this? You don't like this?
Actually,
You don't like that?
I don't like it because it's cool and he's doing it.
Everyone's turning on the style of play. It really is like it's free throw grifting with
yeah.
aggression. So if it's like watching a football player play basketball.
What it is, really like everybody's doing it and everybody's been allowed to just like throw their shoulder into people, and Denny's like capitalizing at the max.
Yeah.
So like I watch him and I'm like, all right, brother, this is egregious. You guys see the clip from last night? Lou Dort stiff arm somebody going downhill. Like he's legitimately built like Derrick Henry, playing like Derrick Henry in the NBA.
I think the reason it's more annoying with Denny is that it feels like reckless. You know how people feel when they watch Lou Dort play defense, where he's like, "You're gonna hurt people."
Yeah.
That's how it feels with some of these Denny drives, where he's throwing his body around, and just running 1,000 miles per hour straight into a guard. I'm like, you're gonna hurt his ACL. Settle down. It's Tuesday, January 8th. Calm down.
I'm crying.
He's jumping from the free throw line, throwing his shoulder into people. It's
Like, you're not
whoa.
gonna hurt yourself. Clearly, your body can handle it. You're a big guy. You're gonna hurt him. And if you make Wemby miss more games, I'm gonna be pissed.
We will riot.
All right. So with that being said, this is not a winning duo right now. Currently, they're under 500, and currently, technically, when they play together, they have a losing net rating. Not by much, but it's losing. Jalen Johnson and Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Give me a budding star in the league, some guy who just feels like he just doesn't have any ceiling right now. Some guy who's warranted. He can convince you to throw away your franchise player over the last few years for nothing. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker, nice role player. He's not a star, obviously. I don't think he's ever going to make an all-star game. He's more along the lines of someone like Dillon Brooks, way more efficient, obviously. And yeah, like you could do worse with more duos in the league. You do worse.
I suppose we're at the point of the list where I don't really care anymore. That I'll let you get your shit off and have your little bright spots in your decrepit franchise. But all right.
That's absolutely it's ridiculous, by the way, and I do care. You should not be allowed to say that.
What's better? What's better than this? You can
Okay, I'll do something better.
if he doesn't take it, then I will, and I will have a.
I don't know if you're thinking on the same thing I'm doing. I'm just doing real petty. Give me Franz Wagner and Desmond Bane.
Much better. Much better.
I mean,
the most winning duo so far when they're having their best defense, the best offensive stretch of the last 5 years is when Paolo was out and we had Franz Wagner and Desmond Bane hoops. And I'm going to go with them. And, I do think Paolo Banchero is still going to be their best player and is going to get back to being on this list as time goes on. He's had some get-right games. He's starting to play good again. But for the totality of this season, what we've seen so far, I think this has been their best duo. This has been their best stretch of the season.
Jalen is better than Franz. Not sizable, but he's better.
I guess. I'm pretty
Bane
good.
is better.
They're so comparable that,
Yeah.
I don't think that's a gap. Like, if you want to say you rank Jalen a little bit higher, cool. But, they're the same type of player.
I think I disagree there.
It's not much better. It's not much better.
If better at all, because the defense now, I don't know. But
Yeah.
sure. And, Bane isn't that much better than Alexander Walker. So maybe I see what you're cooking a little bit.
Yeah. Dude, Nickeil. Dude, Nikhil's been hooping.
Yes,
Yeah, no, he's like-
No,
he's
come on,
like-
dude. If you love Brooks, you should love Nikhil as
Facts.
Walker.
I do like him. At 19, obviously, these people are not winning you any type of championship.
Oh my God.
So I will go off of who do I think can give me the most fun playoff series if they were there. Give me Larry Markkinen and Keontae George.
Okay, these are winning you negative games. You're playing negative defense, but you
Yes.
will get some cool buckets.
But if you give them a Make-A-Wish golden ticket into the playoffs, they will have one of the more entertaining sweeps in the playoffs. Obviously, they're getting swept. But Keontae George has leveled up this year. He's playing very, very well offensively. And then Larry Markkinen is just Larry Markkinen. And so if these two guys are hooping and they're making shots, I think that they are very fun. I'm taking them at 19.
Okay, one spot left. I can't pick a Memphis Grizzlies duo because their stars are garbage and I hate them.
Mhm.
If we didn't get hurt, maybe I would have went like Zach Edey and Jaren Jackson.
Listen, the vibes are good between them two.
Edey and Jackson?
No, between
Jaren.
Ja and Jaren.
Yeah, no, good for
You
them. Disgusting brothers on the court. Like they're both on our bricks. I'm sure they're bonding in their ineptitude. I'm sure they're bonding in how terrible they are under this new coach and how much they hate him. Can't pick anybody on the Mavericks. Cooper Flag doesn't really have a duo. Damn sure not gonna pick anybody on the Kings or the Pelicans.
Pick LeBron.
Obviously,
LeBron
Pacers
Reed.
stink. Can't pick anybody on the
Bronny,
Wizards.
Bronny.
I could pick like MPJ and Claxton, I guess. They're not a
Hell no.
They're
Come on,
coworkers.
man.
Hell no.
This is where the video
Hell no.
ends. God.
Listen, I was doing a lot with Lowry and George.
Yeah, I'm not picking them. I'm not picking any Bulls duo. So I'm between
Might have to be a repeater, man.
Hero and Bam, as I respect the duo that's been doing it for a while.
Yeah.
Or I go full Crayon Eater and I pick LaMelo and Conquistador. Because LaMelo, they're getting together, winning some games, and they're the most fun duo on here. And Conquistador's taking the world by storm. He's probably already better than Tyler Hero.
Woo. Wow, man. What a statement. That's not crazy. I didn't think about that.
Conquistador, let's pick as a group. Conquistador and LaMelo or Bam and Hero. Who gets the last
Now,
spot?
I mind you,
I don't
Bam and Hero are better as a duo, but I want to pick LaMelo and Con right now.
Keep in mind, it's not a question for real, but we're asking it nevertheless.
Obviously, okay. Tyler Hero, I feel like his name, especially with us three, his name just feels a little bit different. If we just change it, Bam and Norm Powell.
Oh!
If we go to Bam and Norm Powell
Ooh.
versus LaMelo and Con, do the Heat get in then?
You got me. You sold me with that. Yep.
Are we good with Bam and Norm Powell?
I'm fine with that.
I don't know that I hate Tyler Hero. That's a replacement for Bell.
I mean, I feel like Norm is having a better season.
Well, he came in healthy, so I'd hope so.
Yeah.
And he played all those games without Tyler Hero to release stack his
Exactly.
numbers.
So if we're just talking about duo, and then we can fill in the rest of the team the way that they want to. Let's give the Miami Heat just a little bit of credit. Let's go Bam and Norm Powell.
Okay, let's go Bam and Norm because he's been their second most important player this year. We all still think long term it's Hero, but for this year, let's applaud. You love watching role players take a jump in usage. That's your fucking favorite thing in the
They're
world.
out here, man.
Show them you been a bucket.
We'll go Bam
People
and
like to
Norm.
throw these guys to the side, man. The Clippers threw him to the side. They would love Norm Powell right now.
We got Bam and Norm. Make it the bottom of our list. If we had to extend this to 30 and do one for every team, that'd be fucking hilarious.
Nah, but there's definitely going to be some repeaters, bro. Lou Dort and J-Dub, welcome to the list. I refuse to pick anyone from the Bulls.
Oh my God. Where would Hardenstein and Jada rank?
24th, maybe 25th.
Shit, I'm thinking 16. What are you
That's
talking about?
That's a top like 6 to 8 pick in the NBA draft. Like they're up there. A team led by Hartenstein and J-Dub. Yeah, man.
Hey, low key. If Mark Dagnall's coaching, it's Chet there. It's Chet there. It's Chet there.
No,
Okay.
no, it's just them two.
Hardenstein is like really, really,
No,
really
I'm saying
good.
you are building the team around J-Dub and
no.
Hartenstein.
No,
That's not
J-
terrible.
Would how would J-Dub's playing this year? Fuck no. If it was pre-wrist injury J-Dub, I could maybe be like, listen, man.
You can convince yourself. You can convince
They
me.
can go over 500 for a month.
Yeah.
They can hold their
Oh,
own.
yeah.
Like Hartenstein is like incredibly valuable now. It's kind of crazy. Like I don't think people have like fully calibrated how important he is to that team and like the like Derek White-esque type of role player production he has.
Mhm.
Now, that's the end of our main section. Next thing we're going to talk about. Let's talk about a news story that has been brewing all season and has finally been seemingly confirmed. Ja Morant will be traded per Shams Charania. Just in, for the first time, the Memphis Grizzlies are entertaining offers to potentially move two-time All-Star Ja Morant ahead of the February 5th deadline. Let the bidding war commence. Who wants him?
Damn.
Who wants him?
Damn.
No.
What did y'all say the other day? Spooky times are upon us.
Yep. So again, we've been talking about it all year. That really from the first week of the season, Ja Morant has not been playing well, and all of the off the court stuff, all of the team chemistry stuff, all the butting heads with the coaches, with the weird vibes in the city since he got suspended a couple years ago after his controversies. This has felt like it's in the air, like we're heading down this path. And I guess before this week, they were like, "Now we can make it work." Now it's official. They're going to at least entertain offers. And to me, what that sounds like is we're going to hope and pray that somebody wants him. Because I don't know if it's a guarantee, given what we saw Trae Young get traded for. I don't know if there's really going to be a good offer for him.
Yeah, I agree. Dude, who has more value right now in the league, Trae or Ja?
Probably Ja, just because he's younger.
Yeah, I think
Like
Ja,
a
you
year?
can sell yourself on a bounce back because the jump shot could just correct itself and maybe like he can get back to a level that he doesn't have the reputation of being quite the defensive cone as Trae.
I don't know. I think he has worse value than Trae because he just
Off the court
actually
stuff?
be injured more off the court stuff, and also he's realistically speaking, he's never had a jump shot outside of one singular year.
I don't think you're right. So you should be right. I think Trae Young has more of a stink on him for whatever reason.
People hate him more.
He's also tiny. Like there's no world you can look at Trae Young and say he can be a good defender because he's minuscule.
True.
Whereas Ja, you can say like he's had big playoff moments and like I can just maybe you could sell yourself more on he can fit in a winning team, whether it be right or wrong. Probably wrong. But I bet there's maybe a team that would give him like a swap or something for him.
Yeah. I would fucking hope so, man.
Sham says in this
doesn't
report,
make
you know, and with the Trae Young thing, there was never any good teams that were hunting for him. The only team linked to him was the Wizards. Sham says multiple teams are pursuing Morant and trade talks, and rival executives believe the Grizzlies would prioritize draft picks and young players in return. And now, I don't know how many teams it actually is in terms of multiple teams. We did get a report that the Kings want him, that they're pursuing him, which is quite funny. And we got a report that the Bucks want him, that they're pursuing him, which is also quite funny. These bottom tier teams are saying, "Can we buy low?" And we got a expansion on the report from Mark Stein that he says the Kings are only interested if the Grizzlies will take DeMar DeRozan, Devin Carter, and some level of draft capital.
It's not bad. That's not a bad swap at all. I don't know what the level of draft capital
not good.
would look like.
Yeah.
Maybe it's like a couple seconds or whatever, but
Couple seconds.
yeah, that's
Seconds
real.
and DeMar DeRozan for my franchise player.
Tough.
I'm not doing it.
But we're in the new reality. We're in the new Trae Young, post Trae Young reality where these max contract players that are your franchise players don't quite have the privilege of having value just because they've once been all-stars. You know, we're in this world where if you're not worth it for that price tag, if you can't be a two-way player that elevates my team in meaningful ways, I'm not giving up tremendous assets for you. Even rostering you with that contract is an asset of itself. You might have to pay me to take them. That's kind of the conversation we're in now. So we're gonna talk through some of the possible trade destinations. We're gonna grade each one of teams that might make sense. But before we do that, is there any thoughts you have about the Band-Aid finally being ripped off by the Grizzlies? Potentially.
I think it's like
Go ahead.
I think it's the right thing to do to entertain the conversation. I will say that since we're coming off the heels of the Trae Young thing, I can't be the same as Trae Young. Like I can't do it. I cannot trade my franchise player for a salary dump and some second round picks.
PR? Just feels bad?
PR, and I'd rather try and make it work with you than to get basically nothing in return. And I'd rather see how much we can retool around you. We've already invested so much. I don't want to go down this path of basically getting nothing.
And I know what you're saying. You know why I think you're saying that? Because this is the report that if they're going down this path of getting rid of him and just full on ripping the Band-Aid off like Trae Young, Sham says, Memphis is considering multiple paths forward amid the emergence of several promising young players, including building around 2023 Defensive Player of the Year, Jaren Jackson Jr. That sounds unappealing as hell to build around Jaren Jackson Jr. Someone quoted this and was like, "Can you imagine with Jaren Jackson Jr. offense in the playoffs?" And I said, "Playoffs? Why are we talking about playoffs? That sounds like a perennial play-in team at best." That is not an appealing route. Maybe Zach Edey and Coward are going to be like their next up-and-coming stars and be their best players. I guess. The other path still doesn't feel great, though. I don't think you can really sell yourselves on this being exciting at all. Like, at least the Hawks would be like, we got cap space and flexibility, and like Jalen Johnson. They're like, they have a way to market themselves to their fans as this being an interesting era. I think if the Grizzlies dump Ja, they have no way of doing that.
Yeah, I agree. And I think whatever the whatever the outlook is for the Memphis Grizzlies, their fans are cooked regardless of the fact. Like, they have nothing. Going back to what you said, they have absolutely nothing to look forward to. And even if you want to keep Ja, brother, like, it's better brand of basketball as of late. Like, I think 2 weeks ago or whatever, he dropped 40 points on, I forget who he did that on, with just something like that. But bro, like, he hasn't been good. He hasn't been inspired, and whether it's like his mood, I think it's his mood or whatever. And then on top of that too, he actually just is legitimately not good anymore compared to what he once was. And with all the flaws that's happening, like, there's just no real way out of this. I just looked it up. Over the course of the year, he took 77 threes. Can you guess how many threes he hit?
13.
Close, 16.
Damn.
That's abysmal.
He's exceeding expectations, man. He's killing it.
That's abysmal. That's abysmal. So at this point, if the Kings offer you someone like DeMar DeRozan, who has 2 years left in his contract, after next year he's a free agent, you're off the books for $25 more million. You got Devin Carter, who's somewhat of a young player. Okay, take it.
And see, and that's the overall point where he has this year and then 2 more years after this year. We don't have to trade him right now in this moment. Obviously, like, it does feel like that, and I have been saying for a while, like, you should probably trade him, and you should probably try, which is why I like the fact that they're actually having those conversations. But if you have those conversations, then you come back and this is the ultimate package, then I would say no. Then I would keep him and we would move forward. And if you are so hell bent on something has to change, we have to do anything. 2023 Defensive Player of the Year, Jaren Jackson Jr., you are the first one.
I think they should both get traded, honestly. If they're going to rip the bandit off, I think they rip it all the way off and, like, get as many picks as they can. Will they trade all 3 of their mid-stars and, like, really rebuild? That's what I would do. Conversation for another day, though. Right now, let's talk about the other end. Obviously, he's not going to fetch a lot of value, right? So if he can be gotten for expiring contracts, maybe a couple second-round picks, very, like, filler type of deals, I'm going to name some NBA teams that either need a point guard or have been linked to him in the past, or it would just stand to reason that they could be a team that wants him. Mm-hmm. Let's grade it A through F. How much you like to fit for the other team?
Okay.
Minnesota Timberwolves. Obviously, they need a point guard. Do you think John Morant should be that point guard next to Anthony Edwards?
F. No. F. Hell no. I think it will be cool. Like, the media
Hell
will love
no?
it. They will be cute off the court. On the court, though?
Okay, so I think for Ja, this would be an A+. I think there's ever a place where he can be fixed, where he can lean into being a pass-first point guard, not have the burden of being a high-level scorer, and have a team that complements him. Playing next to Anthony Edwards as the go-to scorer is kind of the perfect idea for him. So if you want to tell me you want to buy low and really believe you can fix him, I'll give it like a C+. I don't think it's impossible.
It would be fun to see Ja and Ant in transition. That would be crazy. Now, in this deal, I'm assuming we're keeping Gobert, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Having Gobert and Ja Morant is like
that's tough. That's offensively.
Tough. That's very hard to work with.
I think they can save Ja. If Ja can be saved, they can probably do it. But I did see somebody on Twitter say there's a 10% chance this takes the Timberwolves to the finals, and a 90% chance it sends Anthony Edwards to another team in 2 years. And that's a good way of looking at it. So I guess I'll go F.
Yeah, I agree.
Too much. They have too much at this point to lose by trading for Ja Morant.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. But if you're Ja, this is what you want. This is like, I can't imagine there being any more better possible suitors for this.
Yeah, be next to a 2-guard who can defend, shoot on and off ball, be able to space the floor for you. You guys have a good rapport in transition, like you said. He will be the go-to scorer. You don't have to take these difficult mid-range jumpers all the time because your team needs you to create in the half court. You just got to be a playmaker, setting people up. Like, you can go be fast Ricky Rubio with some flair. Like,
yeah, you got Rudy Gobert who can set good screens for you
that
as well.
Too.
Dive into the paint as much as you want. If you're Ja, like, you're begging for Memphis to take you or for Minnesota to take you.
I'm gonna go up to B-. I think if it could work anywhere, I think it could be there.
Yeah, B- for Ja, you want this, but for Minnesota, it's too much risk.
But would you want to lose Nas Reed for that?
Yeah, he can go.
Yeah.
He can go.
We're okay.
Yeah, it's cool.
Okay. Miami Heat.
This, anytime that I think about Ja to the Miami Heat, I just think of like an episode of Scared Straight. where you,
Get off!
Yeah, we just have supposed to like
yelling in his face.
Yeah, just yelling in his face at 5 a.m. telling him to wake up.
Yeah. And you know what?
And that's it.
I can't think of a single star in this world that would respond worse to that than John Morant.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say F because I do think that for the Heat, it 100% is not a a culture fit, and I don't think that anybody would benefit from that.
Do you think maybe he could do you think he needs that, and he could be open to becoming a culture fit?
Listen, I don't know
It's worth
John
the
Morant
swing.
like that, and like I'm not his father, and I'm not gonna sit up here and be like, yeah, John needs tough love. Like I don't know him like that. I'm not gonna do that. But like, if it could work, then maybe. But you got to ask T about that.
Yeah.
That's not a question.
Maybe, I guess the point is like you split up Norm and Hero, who are a little duplicative, and you bring in a pass first guy. Like, if you're saying pass first, I'm assuming he becomes pass first.
Yeah. If you're Miami, why not? You have nothing to lose. Once again, your guard play is being led by Norman and Tyler Hero. They're leading Norman to nowhere.
Don't do him like
What? His name was Norman. What do you mean?
You had Norman and Betmonte over here.
Yeah, like you're going nowhere, so you could go nowhere in a cooler way. Why not?
okay.
I'll go D. Yeah. Plus they run that offense that he hated last year, so they'd have to like get him to buy back into that when he already bought out of it.
He'd hate it there.
They'd be mean to him, and they'd make him not run pick and rolls again. F.
Oh man. This is Joe Kemp. They'll make him cut off his dreads.
Sacramento Kings.
Oh my God.
They will make him cut off his dreads, man. You would fucking
He cried. Then picture holding him.
No.
You still the picture they punish the kids and cut their hair. They're holding a handful of dreads.
You were not going to demand no more screens.
Sacramento Kings, a team linked to John Morant right now.
I actually think A for them.
Why?
They have absolutely nothing. And like
Listen, DeMontis Sabonis and set some screens for John Morant.
Yeah.
He
That
hit
would
him
be-
on some cuts.
that would be crazy to see. But
Crazy gross.
yeah, I just think like for them, you have this point guard thing of like, yo, we got Schrute over here, we got Russ,
We got
there's-
Dennis assaulting people.
You know, like
man.
it's such a weird and nasty point guard room that
Mhm.
for the Kings, especially after trading De'Aaron and after trading Tyrese, to get a pseudo young star back into the building and give yourself some type of hope. I don't think it would be the worst thing in the world.
Yeah, when you're a bad team like this, buying low on a distressed asset is kind of what you got to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. Going back to what I said earlier, they have no like positive outlooks for their team. This could be one of the. You gotta like flip it like a Rubik's cube. This could be possible. This could be positive for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you squint, you put your hand up this way, put your hand up this way, close your left eye, close your right eye. It could make sense.
Yeah, exactly. Like maybe turn around, get dizzy for like 15, 20 seconds. It'll make sense.
Yeah, because I keep thinking about like overall with the job conversation, whatever team. I'm thinking about it in the way of like the Kyrie trade, where Kyrie went for like, filler or whatever, and then like a first round pick in a couple seconds. That seems so far away, and it's like, is the trade going to be more Kyrie or is it going to be more Trae Young?
More Trae
Young
Young
for sure.
If it's more Trae Young, we're good. And I do think that at this point, if the Grizzlies are so hell bent on trading Ja and the package does end up being DeMar DeRozan, Devin Carter, or in 2 first round picks, anybody in the league can call up Memphis and look at them and be like, "You're a lick. Like I'm handing you this trade. You're gonna take it regardless."
Yeah.
Toronto Raptors. Another team that could buy low on a star. They just did it with Brandon Ingram. They could do it again, complete their mid three.
I think for the sake of Scotty Barnes, I would not want to do this because you already like struggle with shooting. I'd rather have Emmanuel Quickly on my team.
What if you can get off the Quickly and the Podol contract and you attach a young player? That's interesting.
Okay, that right there might be worth
It can be a
for
salary
me.
dump. You can trade Quickly, Pirtle, and Grady Dick.
We're just sending everybody bad out the door.
Yeah. Okay.
And you just have to hope that they like that for some reason because they believe in Grady Dick.
Again, we're trying to fleece.
We're trying to fleece the Grizzlies
We're
for
trying
sure.
to fleece.
that would make sense, but again, like Josh shooting is such an issue. It's such an issue that it's so hard to work around. It's specifically hard for someone like Scotty Barnes to work around. That duo, like that trio of Scotty, Ingram, and Ja will be disgusting.
Damn, I said you can
And
get off.
RJ Barrett too? Oh my God.
I just told you can get off some of the worst contracts in the league and you still don't want to do it. He's that much of a
Because
distressed
you
asset.
might be giving me another bad contract.
Oh, I certainly would be.
You're
But it's a
taking
3
me.
for 1 in bad contracts.
It's a bad contract regardless that I'm getting.
It's a big one too. It's hard to get rid of.
Yeah, nah, I'd rather not.
But he makes 10 million more than Quickly. Like he's in like the 40s, 45s.
Yeah, so Pirtle plus Quickly.
Yeah. So it's like it's really just a consolidation, bad bad contract.
Yes, you're going to credit union, you're consolidating your debt.
Yeah, exactly. That's what exactly.
We're
what
going
it
to
is.
Quicken Loan, consolidating our debt. Or maybe they're letting us think we're fixing our lives, but really we're just putting different fonts
Just
on it.
scamming folks. Yeah, no, I'm good.
Yeah, I think Raptors fans probably could convince themselves that they can fix them.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go see at best.
Yeah.
It's another team that if you tell me they can fix them, okay. I'm not thrilled about it.
I'll go D- because I do think, and even going back to the Heat again, like I don't know if he like needs tough love or whatever, but I do think that if you are gonna bring in Ja Morant, I would like for your team either historically or right now to have good infrastructure. And the Raptors and the Raptors don't feel like a team that can embrace him right now.
I love how you took me saying, does he need that Heat culture as tough love? I was never saying he needs tough love.
That's the only thing.
Tough love is a hilarious way to frame it. I mean, like, does he need a very cultured team that plays a certain way and has clearly defined roles? And you were like, no, he doesn't need to get yelled at.
He will get yelled at. Pat Riley is going to yell at him.
I don't know if Pat Riley's doing a lot of yelling these days.
He
Pretty
will
old.
yell to the day he dies.
Maybe fair.
He's just screeching. No more yelling.
He's just raspy. Milwaukee Bucks. Should they buy low? Is there one opportunity to try to save the Giannis era?
For Milwaukee, why not? Yeah, because Ja Morant is worth little to nothing. You get off of probably who? Kuz maybe?
Kuzma and Portis.
Kuzma and Portis. Yeah, you can do that. That's what I'm saying. Like
Plus
you have
some
nothing
assets.
to lose. Like Kuzma and Portis do nothing for you in your future. Ja Morant, right now, he might not do too much, but you can at least sell yourself on the hope of him doing something.
I think Giannis is good enough to make it work despite some lack of fit issues, and at least they have a stretch five, so they have hella spacing for two slashers.
Yeah, exactly.
If you can keep Rollins and have Rollins and Ja, it's a small backcourt, but Rollins can defend.
Yeah, it's not
you can
terrible.
do something.
A Ja and Giannis team would be so funny. You know, like in the middle of games when they bring out the trampoline crew. That's what it would feel like. Just two guys just just going crazy.
We got a 16-year-old white boy doing backflips on a trampoline.
That's what the Bucks would feel like if they got Ja.
I'll give it a B, just because I'll give it a C plus. I can't give anybody a B for a Ja Morant trade this moment, but just because they're so desperate and like Giannis is going to make it work, and you have that spacing, maybe it could work a little bit. But either way, they'd still be going nowhere fast.
And I think it's like slight Giannis insurance too. And like, like the whole car crash. Sorry, like I can't give you your whole entire deductible, but I can give you some.
That's a good point. If Giannis requests a trade this summer, if it finally happens, you get a bunch of stuff for him. Now you got Ja and a bunch of stuff to help it get a little better over time.
It's something. That's why I'm like, I give this an A for the Milwaukee Bucks.
Because now that means the summer we'll have Ja Morant and Jalen Johnson to build around long term. That would make so much sense.
Slow down. He's not going nowhere. He's home.
Yeah, I really messed up. That's crazy that you couldn't like attach trade.
We have a top 5 defense right now, man. So
In what, the last 4 days?
exactly.
Fuck out of here.
Was it 2 games?
Probably one.
3. Luke Kennard's back.
Luke Kennard's back.
Playing better basketball, man.
Luke Kennard's back.
Playing
Phoenix
better
Suns.
basketball.
Do you want to see Ja Morant and Devin Booker together? 2 years ago, that'd have been sick.
Am I on board with this?
If Dylan Brooks is there,
reunite
then
with
I'm
Dylan
doing
Brooks?
that. Yeah.
When he was next to
Actually-
Dylan Brooks, he was him.
Actually, I do like it for that.
Wait, do they have enough contracts to make that happen? Let me check real quick.
Jalen Green would have to be gone, and I know he makes
We
it
can do
back.
that.
So yeah, I think I would do that for sure.
Yeah, we can do that.
Jalen Green has to go. Maybe Royce O'Neal has to go too for money issues or whatever. But I would do that. I love that because on the court, Devin Booker don't have to be a point guard no more. You can ask him to play his regular role. He can finally get his 3-point percentage way back up where it should be. Dylan Brooks is there, so like he's the ultimate kumbaya type player who will bring everyone together, set even more of the standard when it comes to the culture. I love this.
This might be the best option. I'm going B plus here.
Okay, you think Jordan Ott can get him in that system? It could work?
Also, what a Matt Ishbia move. Like
Facts. He's addicted.
Yeah.
And honestly, it wouldn't be too bad though if it is just salary filler. If it is like right now, we're really good without Jalen Green. It's just swapping Ja Morant.
Yeah.
Okay.
And for the Memphis Grizzlies too, like you could do worse than Jalen Green. That's not bad.
I don't know if I'll go that far,
You
but
could do worse, man. Devin Carter and DeMar DeRozan, you could do worse than Jalen Green.
3 years of Jalen Green, $36 million. I don't love it.
Sign me up, man.
Okay, sign him up. Don't sign me up. Trailblazers. They need a point guard real bad. You want to see? Give up on the Scoot Henderson experiment for Ja Morant?
They need to stay still.
Yeah.
Don't do anything.
Do they?
You are under watch.
Oh, true.
I've said it multiple times. I don't think the Blazers should be involved in any transactions of any kind for the rest of the NBA year.
The feds are still looking closely.
It
John
is-
Morant should want nothing to do with that team. Any star should steer far away from the Trailblazers at this moment.
No, stay where you are. Lay low.
Clippers.
If
If they blow it all up, do they get John Morant to try to be the star of their next little era of in-between basketball with no picks?
You kind of have to do it.
Yeah.
I think so.
Why not?
Yeah.
You kind of have to.
I don't know
under no
what they
circumstance,
would-
you kind of have to get John Morant.
What would they give up for John?
You kind of have to do it. No, you don't.
Somebody put a gun to Steve Ballmer's head. It's like, you have to trade for this dude. What if that's the punishment from the NBA?
You got to trade for John Morant.
It's a mandatory. John Morant will play for the Clippers now.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
I don't even know what the trade would look like.
It wouldn't be the worst thing possible. It would not
Who's
be the worst
leaving?
thing.
In the
Well, this is only in a circumstance where they trade Harden and trade Kawhi and blew it all up, which doesn't
Yeah.
seem like they're going to be doing.
If that was the case, and let's say like I don't know, 2 weeks from now, the Clippers just continue to they go back to slumping insanely for the how they did earlier in the year, then sure, why not? Ja's young, you have no picks. You have to give the fans a reason to come out, similar to what Ja did in Memphis. Yeah, try to cultivate some level of culture, I guess, where you can just be fully him with no expectations. Just go be you, bruh. Why not?
I'll go C plus. Because I don't want to trade for, unless I'm like the Kings or something. I wouldn't want to trade for Ja without too much around him, where I have to start from like ground zero. And if I don't have the necessary picks and assets to go out and replenish my whole team, and I don't have my own pick until the end of the decade, and now I have John Morant for the next 5 years, no picks to go build an actual team around him, like that would be playing like OG 1990s Clippers basketball, where it's just we're just out here, we're rolling the ball out.
See, if you said like mid 2000s, I'm like, yeah, why not? Let's get those good days. Or yeah, can't even say decent.
Good days. Let's get those days back.
Yes, those days exactly.
Next thing we're going to do. I want you guys to try to name the top 10 tallest players in NBA history. Actually, top 12. I had to do top 12 because there was a 5-way tie at 7'4".
Okay.
So there have been 12 players in NBA history that are 7'4" or taller. Can you name them all?
All right, we can go on a run.
You can.
Quick run.
I'll say you can name about 75% of them.
Okay.
Yao Ming.
Yao Ming
Ming is
is number 5.
Easy. Okay. Yao Ming is number 5. I know Taco Fall is here.
Yes.
Taco Fall is number 4, also 7'6".
Wemby.
Wemby is number 7 at 7'5" as his listed height.
Jeez. Okay.
Gigantic.
Sean Bradley.
Sean
Easy.
Bradley did not make this list.
Okay.
Actually, no, he did. He did. My bad. I completely lied. That's ridiculous. Sean Bradley is number 3. He's a third player that's
Damn.
7'6".
All right. Let's go. Not Bobo, but his father, Manute Bol.
Manute Bol is number 2 at 7'7".
How tall is Bobo? He's 7'2"?
Bobo
Bobo's
is
like
7'3".
7'3".
He missed the list. He's the next
Yeah.
name on here.
Gotcha.
Okay.
How tall is Mark Eaton on this list?
Mark Eaton is on this list. Mark Eaton is 7'4".
Damn. Okay.
Gotcha.
He barely made this list.
You think Porzingis is here or not?
Nah, he's 7'3".
Ah.
He's actually 7'2". You cheated in one of our drafts. You took him as 7'3" or taller. He's listed as 7'2".
Anyways, who's next on this list?
Then there's Mark Eaton 7'4". There's 5 players at that height.
All right.
7'4" guys.
Was Boban 7'3"?
Oh, Boban big as hell. Yeah, Boban got to be here, right?
Boban is 7'4". He's
Yeah.
number 10.
Okay.
Boban is here.
How many do we have right now? We have 4, 6, 7. All right, cool.
Yeah, the top guy, one guy 7'5", and a few 7'4" guys.
Okay.
What's my guy's name?
From what team?
Listen, I feel bad. This is literally the only way that I know how to characterize him. He was like the first Indian dude to play.
Simbular. Okay, my bad.
That's my goat.
Simbular should be on this list. He's 7'6". I did only players who played at least 10 games in their career.
Okay.
So Simbular was disqualified.
Simbular is my goat, man. Come on now. He was on the Kings. Don't disrespect him.
He played 3 games in his NBA career.
All right.
Impactful games.
Nope, not even a little bit.
Impactful to this country.
7'4".
Okay, so 7'4" guys.
All right, just the lay of the land. Are these guys more like older, more current?
Definitely. Older.
Everybody left is old.
Yeah, definitely older.
Okay.
A few of them you won't know. A couple of them you will know. There's a guy we mentioned a few times. The last two 7'4" guys are famous bigs from like the 80s and 90s that you will know those two. The other ones, you're going to be in a body bag.
Okay. I think Dikembe was not 7'4".
No, I think okay.
One more. You should get at least one more. We've mentioned him in conversations relating to Victor Wembanyama.
Relating to Victor,
You at least got to get this guy.
Is Ralph Sampson?
Ralph Sampson is number
Okay.
11. He's 7'4".
Oh shit! Number one.
If you don't
I don't know
one,
why number one. I don't know why I know number one, but I do.
no way.
His name starts with the G. Last name starts with the M. I think his name is like Georgios or
George Miroslav.
Yes.
Yeah, him. He's number one. He
Yes.
played for the Bullets.
I'm surprised you knew that. I don't know much about this guy at all. He played for the Bullets from 93 to 98 and the Nets from 98 to 2000.
Yeah.
George
Okay.
Miroslav.
I don't know much about him whatsoever. It's a huge blank in my basketball IQ.
I feel like we should know the other 7'5" guy.
I've also never heard of this guy.
Okay.
Dang, that's tough.
The last guy played in the 80s for the Houston Rockets. He played for 2 years for the Lakers in 84 and 85, the Pistons, the Bulls, and the Spurs throughout the 90s.
Got no idea who he is.
Number 5, 7'5". Number 6 at 7'5", Chuck Nevitt.
Yep. Never heard of him.
I don't know who that is. I'm not
Wow,
gonna lie.
man. Wow. Okay.
Number 9, I've heard his name. Don't know a lot about him. His name starts with a P. He's Bulgarian and American.
I'm not getting to that.
Priest Lauderdale,
Damn.
7'4". Played for the
Damn.
Hawks in 96 and 97 and the Nuggets in 97, 98.
Okay.
Damn. All right, Priest.
Number 12. Do you have any hope? You should know the last one.
Number
He's from the
12.
Netherlands.
Mind you, very short name.
Very short name. He's from the Netherlands.
Good
Played
clue.
for the end of the 1990s for 3 years.
From
we
the
should know
Netherlands,
him.
End of the 90s.
He is famous. He's famous-ish. You should know him.
Famous-ish.
I might hate myself.
His first name has 3 letters. It's commonly spelled with 4 letters, but he does it with 3.
Mm.
All right, so in that
we
in that
thinking?
vein,
Yeah.
maybe like a Zach.
Yo.
Along the right lines, but no, not a Zach.
Ooh.
Zach. What names have like 4? So the names that have like 4 letters. Normally you have like an H and then or it's like a CH.
Man, I'm not getting this.
You're cooking.
It's like because normally it's like a CH.
It
and then-
removes
and,
the
and
C.
and then you're like take it. You'll put like a K there or something.
He removes a C, but it's not an H at the end. But he does remove a C.
Oh my goodness.
You should know this one.
What?
Wait, time out. What in what situations? Like how are names get into your linguistics bag right
Okay.
now?
You think he has
All
the
right.
linguistics back?
Right now. When you are creating names and you have a C, what goes on the other end
You
of
have 5
a C?
seconds. One guess.
What goes on the under what?
Of a C when you're making names?
E is all I think of.
Well,
Eyes.
We're not getting it. Just tell us.
Yeah, it's cooked.
We're not telling
This
us.
is Rick Smits.
Oh, I'm not getting that. It's cool. Yeah, I wasn't getting that.
You should know Rick Smits.
That's on me.
Donovan should definitely know Rick Smits.
That's on me.
Damn.
And those are the top 12 tallest players of all time. E.
E.
Rice.
No idea, bro.
Last thing we're going to do. We are going to play NBA Who Am I? We're going to strap names to our forehead. But we're going to do it, not with players, with NBA mascots.
Mm.
I had Andrea print out 10 mascots. I haven't seen them. I don't even know mascots that well, so this might be a shit show. We got to guess which mascot is on our head.
Okay.
Oh, this is cooked, man. I don't know the name of mascot at all.
RCE. Word.
I had no idea, bro. I had no idea.
That's tough.
I also didn't hear R either.
What are you? You're right there. How do you not hear?
I didn't hear R at all, bro. I'm trying to sift through all the potential options. All right. Woo! Let's do this. Rick Smits. You never seen Rick Smits play in your life.
I have. Not live, obviously.
Who has? Nobody. All right, I'm ready to lock the fuck in, man.
No, you're not.
Watch him.
He's you're the least locked in anybody's ever been.
Put a dub on it.
Okay.
Oh man.
We got this. NBA Who Am I? I'm going to switch the screen so you guys can't see us on this big ass TV.
Let's do it.
We're going to pull this over here.
Lock
Again.
the fuck
You
in.
look like it's so. Whenever you put this on, you look like a tennis player.
He
I
does
look like
with his
from,
hair. Yeah.
I look like from Dodgeball. He has a headband on. Okay, so we got 10. Oh shit.
A
Throw 'em
European
around.
soccer player.
Whew. Put these at the bottom.
All right, let's do it.
We got 10 mascots. We'll pull one, pass it along.
on my
There's a
mascot.
flat edge you can fill 4. Okay. Got mine on right?
Do I have mine?
This
Nope.
one is not flat, bro.
You got it
What
backwards.
the fuck?
No, you're good. You have
Mine
it on
is
right.
backwards?
Yeah, yours is backwards. You're fine.
Mine straight?
Yes.
Okay, damn.
It is flat on the bottom.
This shit is not flat at the bottom.
There's
You're
a sharp.
lying to me.
You're on the edge. Never mind. Go ahead.
Not flat. You're fucking
All right, I'm
lying.
good, right?
Yeah, you're good.
All right.
Okay. Okay. Is my mascot furry?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait. Yeah.
Like real furry, you know, like everyone's furry. That like
I would say
Yes.
so.
okay, animalistic fur.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Can my mascot do you think he's like a dangerous predator?
A little bit. I don't know if he's a predator.
But he's definitely dangerous.
He's definitely dangerous. He's definitely dangerous.
Okay.
I wouldn't want to see him one-on-one hell in a cell.
Okay.
My mascot, a fictional being.
Probably. I
Yeah.
think so.
Okay.
Or for the basis of your question, definitely.
Okay.
Mhm.
Because I don't know what I'm looking at. I have no fucking clue. Do I have an animal you would eat? Does my animal look like he would taste good?
It depends
Time out.
on
What's the question there? You asked 2 questions.
Do people eat this animal?
No.
I'm sure someone does.
It's not
I'm sure someone does, man.
I'll tell you, it's not in the top 5.
I'm sure someone does.
That's also true, but it's not in the top 5.
Yeah.
What are your top 5? I know it's not pork. I know it's not chicken.
I'm sorry, I can't tell you.
It's not the top 5. What is the top 5?
Top 5 would be like beef, chicken, pork, fish.
Obviously, it's not one of the main American
Come on,
meats.
man.
I know there's no chicken team, but like, you know, obviously, I mean, an ethnic food. Would somebody eat this?
Even the ethnic.
You gotta be
Yeah, even over there, like they're not doing it like that.
Do people eat this or not? He's not giving me an answer.
I'm saying,
I thought my answer was very fair and diplomatic.
Nah.
Okay.
But you can't rule it out completely though. On someone's worst day, I guarantee you someone can
Someone's
come
worst
in
day.
I guarantee you someone can
I
come
mean,
in
people
and
have
dish.
eaten everything.
He was just sick, man.
They've
Okay.
eaten people, so it's like
True. But it's not that deep though.
Okay.
Okay. Is my mascot, does he look like would you pet him?
Yeah, probably.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He's cuddly.
Pet him. Okay, cool. Okay.
Can you put a saddle and ride my mascot?
I wouldn't want to do that. No.
No.
Mm-mm.
Does my mascot have a memorable name that I would know?
No.
Nah.
Okay.
Nah. Does my mascot look like he could on a list of animals or creatures, he could play like a sport?
It's a mascot, so they're all kind of sport oriented. So yeah, he could play basketball, I'm sure, because he's a basketball mascot.
Do you think he would be good at it? Like one of the better
Potentially?
mascots.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
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 Okay, useful mascot.
I don't know if I'm giving you much with that because it's a basketball mascot. They're all kind of like people oriented. So
Not all.
Yeah, it's weird.
Okay.
Is my mascot one of the 5 most recognizable in the sport?
no, he's not.
No.
Okay, so my guy doesn't have a popular name. He's an animal that's edible but not commonly eaten. So it's not like. When you say that, it makes me think it's like an elephant or a giraffe or something like that. Does my mascot wear blue?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Is my mascot famous? Is he well known?
Yes.
Okay.
Is this Stuff the Magic Dragon?
That is not Stuff the Magic
No.
Dragon. I'm glad you asked that because I was thinking I had Stuff the Magic Dragon. Is this the condor from the Clippers?
No.
Ew, that condor is ugly,
I
man.
feel like that maybe you could eat a bird, but nobody does it. I don't know.
Okay, so you take a picture of my guy and he's famous.
You have what I think is probably the easiest answer. So you should
You got
win.
Benny the Bull.
You have Benny the Bull. There you go.
There we
It's
go.
probably, yeah.
Okay, we get one guess to try to save
Yeah,
ourselves.
that's the top 3 mascot in the league.
Okay.
Is this Clutch?
Who's Clutch?
The Rockets.
No, that is not Clutch from the Rockets.
You have some pictures of Clutch growing up, don't you?
I probably do.
Clutch. I didn't even know his name.
Who do I have?
He's lit, man.
He's a guy.
He's cool. Great hang.
I don't know mascots like that. I'm trying to just throw a name out there.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of a blue team, but I'm trying to do it without cheating. Is this a Pistons mascot?
No.
I don't even think they have a mascot. Who is this?
The Grizzlies.
Oh, okay. People do eat bear. That's not that uncommon.
Yeah, I'm sure people have done it on their worst day.
Man, I really don't know what this is. I don't know how to classify this.
Yo, he looks.
I'm not gonna lie. People eat bear meat all the time. You guys fucked me.
Yeah, I knew people eat bear. It's not popular. I'd never seen it on a dish or never.
That's why I
heard people
said I
eat
gave
like
a
that.
very accurate answer.
White Americans eat bear.
Yeah.
It's not in the top 5.
On your worst day though.
No, people like Joe Rogan viewers eat bear and shit like that.
Just had that last night. With his big ass pot belly. Yeah.
Bear bellies.
That's Elmo's rejected homie.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. Okay, let's do one more game. Betty the Bull is so clutch. That's just an easy one.
Should we put these back in? Or?
No. Don't want the same ones. Nice. Okay, you got it good. You can put it on there. Yours is sideways.
Minus?
Yep, now you're good.
Coolio.
It's good?
Yeah.
Oh, I put that on so smooth. It didn't take me any type of adjustment period. It just went straight on.
All right.
I'm a master clipper.
Let's go ahead.
You go first.
Okay.
I'll go second.
Can my mascot fly?
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Is my mascot a land animal?
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
Is my mascot one that you would see at a zoo?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Okay. Can my mascot beat his mascot's ass?
No.
My
Damn.
mascot's eating yours alive. I don't even know what I got. I know it's true.
Okay. Fuck. Okay.
Can my mascot be his mascot in a race?
No.
It's a stupid question.
Ooh, okay. Okay.
I just want to be better than him. But
Trying to ego my mascot. Come on. Now.
Wasted a question.
The male ego again.
Can my mascot fly?
I have no fucking clue.
Come on.
I
You
think
know
so.
what?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yes, he can. Like he can. Yes.
He can?
He should be able to fly. Yes.
Okay. Yes.
With like the context based around where that mascot's from. Yeah.
Okay. Probably. Yeah. I don't know with a certainty, but more likely yes than no.
Yeah. Okay.
I just don't know.
Okay. My mascot. Is my mascot okay, so clearly my mascot has to be a bird. That's not a question. So I'm trying to guess
has
now.
to be?
If he can fly, yeah, he should be a bird. I don't want to waste a question.
Okay.
Is my mascot deadly in any capacity?
I don't think so. Not particularly, I don't think.
Oh my god. You're not deadly?
Your mascot's bitch made?
What the fuck?
Your mascot's weak as fuck.
What? Okay.
I think he's going to get it soon. I'm going to start throwing guesses out there the whole time. Do I have the Rockets bear? That's the most lucky shit I've ever seen in my life. That's the most lucky guess in this show's history. You know why I said that? Because I had a bear last time.
What's
Yeah.
your guess?
I'm so like dispirited.
That's crazy.
I thought I was cooking.
Do I have the
You get one guess though. Honestly, you could both be co-winners. You guys are really close.
do I have the New Orleans Pelican?
Ah, no, you have clutched the Magic Dragon. You should have known that.
Fuck. Okay. I was going to pick the Pelicans.
Oh, he saved you. Now
Thank
you should
God.
definitely be co-winner.
Oh my
And now
gosh.
I get stuffed the Magic Dragon.
Damn. Okay.
Oh, that's a clutch.
So who is my guy? He can't fight. He could be moving a little bit.
You should
I'm
definitely be a
assuming
co-winner. You
this
should
is
100% get
fucking
this.
Bird. Okay. Who are like the bitch made
He
birds
don't
in the
know.
league right now?
He don't know.
How do you not know this?
I promise you, he doesn't know.
That's
Who are-
embarrassing.
Who are the
He's
bitch
not gonna get it.
made birds?
I
in the
don't.
league
I don't.
right
I
now?
don't think he knows the scope of this.
He doesn't know birds.
No.
What teams are birds in the
Come on, you got to guess. This is one last guess. You can't think forever.
Damn. Okay. Damn. This is
Give up?
cooked. I think it might be cooked. I give up.
You have the Condor from the Clippers.
I didn't even know their bird was a condor. I didn't know they had a bird.
I told you.
Come on, man.
I can't believe this is correct. This is the stupidest guess I've ever gotten right. I went off of literally nothing.
That hurt. I'm not gonna lie.
I
That
bird
think I'm the ghost.
This bird is dumb, man.
I'm not gonna lie. That really did
fucking
mess up my
condor.
That
day.
was straight bear on bear action. Just blind guess.
A fucking
That
condor.
that
Fuck
did
this.
upset me. That's tough.
That's crazy. And with that being said, that's the end of this episode. If you're still here, comment whatever you want. Appreciate you coming.
Isaac is a witch.
I'm a witch. I'm just a knower. I'm a mascot
He
knower.
be dealing with the devil.
It is crazy how I'm never gonna duck cheating allegations because I have the craziest luck ever at this game.
Got 2 bears, man.
Dude. 2 bears. People are always gonna think I cheat because for some reason I'm the GOAT at this game.
I got the most famous mascot and then a goddamn condor.
Like the condor is easy though.
Who knows the Clippers mascot? I've never seen him in my life.
Well, I mean, recently.
I knew that
Man.
the hype the Clippers Condor has been getting online.
on Twitter.
Yeah.
I guess,
crazy.
man.
With that being said, we'll see y'all next week.